Welcome back, everyone, to the Arizona Cardinals and New York Giants 10-year sim. Welcome, Voodoo.
Welcome, Voodoo.
He is back. I am back. And we are here after the year two sim of the 10-year sim. Very interesting Super Bowl we watched, the Browns and Panthers, 37-14 win for the Browns. And Von Herron came in as the replacement for Cole Marshall, who got hurt about halfway through the game, and Von Herron ended up winning the Super Bowl MVP. What a story that was. A guy who we thought had I think he was like the worst rated first round rookie season for that year we looked at.
Yeah, 20
Uh,
touchdowns, 20 picks. He
yeah,
he started off rough and then he bounced back, but
yeah,
the Browns still said we're going to get this Cole Marshall guy, and he brings him to a Super Bowl. Gets hurt, and then Von Herron steps in and delivers a Super Bowl MVP
yeah.
performance.
He gets a,
Jonathan Brooks also stepped in
yes, very
against his
true.
former team.
Yeah. And
Yep.
I will say, what a time for Von Herron to do so because he is not under contract in Cleveland anymore, and you'd have to assume he's going to look to get a contract somewhere else and be a starter for a team. And your New York Giants could be one of those suitors.
Maybe. We'll see. Jackson Dart, obviously, franchise quarterback that Giants drafted. Rookie season I think was when we first played.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this has been the only guy throwing the rock so far for this organization, but we'll see. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean his
Can they pay
contract's
him?
expiring. They're tight on money. It's going to be
Yeah.
fun to see.
Yeah. And they chose not to pay Scadaboo. I mean, do they want to like restart kind of with some new culture? I don't know, but
Yeah.
it'll be interesting. I guess let's take a look at the retirements first. I guess we'll go just the Cardinals real quick. Mac Wilson Sr. retires after 11 years. What a career for him. He had a great career in Arizona. Um, and honestly, we did a good job with filling the void for Mac Wilson because we brought in a couple young studs, and not in the sexual way, to the
Hmm.
Cardinals linebacker room. How about the Giants? Is there any retirements? You do have one.
Backup center. Never really played for us. So
Okay,
other than
so
that, yeah, no really no
nothing
retirements.
nothing super crazy. Some other notable retirements did happen here. Joe Mixon retires. Marlon Humphrey, Drew Tranquil, Devin Duvernay on the Commanders, Daniil Hunter, Joe Tooney, Bobby Okereke retired. I know the Panthers had a ton actually. Kevin Dotson, Pete Werner,
Wow.
Chuba Hubbard all retire.
You think they're going back to the Super Bowl with this kind of? I mean, they're
I
losing quite a
mean,
bit of talent.
I think they have the talent to do so. It just depends on how they fill those holes. But I would say at the moment, I don't I don't know if they will. It's hard to repeat Super Bowl appearances. And I don't know. I don't know if we will see them this
Yeah,
year.
they
Maybe a
definitely weren't
future
the
year,
youngest
but
team.
no.
Yeah, we'll see though.
Quinnen Williams retires. Jonathan Allen, John Runyon, former Giant, also multiple time offensive lineman of the year, I think,
He
somehow.
was up there. Yeah, he was up there.
Um, Cardinal legend Buda Baker retires as well.
Wow, Jonathan Taylor retires. I guess.
I
Yeah,
did see
no.
that too. Brandon Aubrey, former Cardinal, retires. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor after 10 years, obviously, running back position wears down quickly, but that's a very
Bernardo
good decision.
Raymond's also surprising. He's a young tackle. I mean,
Yeah,
he was 8 years.
yeah.
A little early
Bernard,
for a tackle.
yeah, Bernard Raymond and Michael Pittman. So the Colts, who I feel like have kind of been just bad for the past while,
They
uh,
get worse.
I feel like this is the time for them to fully kind of reset, and we could see them be at the bottom, like first pick finally since Andrew Luck.
It's definitely possible.
Very fair to say that. Noah Fant and Derwin James retires for the Chargers. Chris Godwin, Offensive Player of the Year, formerly in this franchise. Mike McGlinchey, former Cardinal Reggie Gilliam, and former Cardinal Josh Sweat retire as Browns Super Bowl champions there. Um, shouts out to them. I would have had a lot of retirements this year if I kept them. Cortland Sutton, Offensive Player of the Year, multiple time Marquise Brown for the Bengals, and Trey Hendrickson, who stuck around with the Bengals, retire as well. Um, we see like a rookie from 3 years ago retire, running back, and he just wasn't signed, so he said, "Hey,
He
this
just
isn't
gave
my
up on.
calling."
Yeah, fair
uh,
enough.
Debo Samuel, Jacoby Myers was in there. A
Ooh,
couple other
Jets
names.
legend Jordan Whitehead picked
Yeah,
off Allen 3
Dak
times in week 1.
Prescott finally hanging up the
Oh,
cleats.
yeah, he wasn't on the Cowboys
Yeah,
for a bit here. He was sitting at free agency. No one called him up,
yeah,
so he picks up the cleats.
yeah. But a couple other guys here: David Montgomery, Andrew Wingard, the guy you were thinking of all the time. Montez Sweat. Yeah, I mean a lot of names in here, a lot of not notable ones, but there's some pretty notable names this season, especially a lot of Cardinals that I started the franchise with, some that I brought in as well. Um, so obviously I'm sad to see them go, but I'm happy to have had experience them sexually. Maybe that's
Okay.
probably
Wow.
illegal to some degree, but anyways, let's just take a look at mock draft 4 and see where our teams are looking to take some players here. I will say the highest rated quarterback is projected to go at 5 to the Buccaneers, Darius Waddle.
Yep.
And I think that makes sense. Baker had a really bad year. I think he's regressed pretty far at this point. So I think that could be the play for them.
Yeah, Sunday, your new guy. No, that makes a lot of sense. See other guys. Devin Conrad to the Bears just got a guy, didn't they?
They
I
did,
swear
I
they have a
believe, two
young
years
running
ago.
back.
And it would
Yep.
be stupid because he's a good running back. He had 1,000 yards both years. Very
Yep.
odd.
He forgot the young Manning brother, Daryl Manning.
Yeah, which I think that one
Also here at 10.
can make sense to some degree. I
An-
think they have bigger
an-
needs though.
Another running back as well to the Vikings, Earl Prince. Another
Yeah,
one here to the Commanders, Antonio. It's a lot
yeah.
of running backs in this
There's a
class.
pretty good running back class this year for sure. Still a lot of D tackles as well, but a little bit more diversity to some
Oh,
degree.
yes.
Um,
So there's more edges and more.
yeah,
I see a couple
some
corner,
more
safety.
linemen, offensive linemen as well. Interior line showing up here a little bit. Um, but right now the Giants projected to take Aiden Russell D tackle. I mean, I feel like you guys have invested a ton in that defensive front. I don't really know if
Uh,
you have a guy at like is Mason Graham under contract for another year or
Good questions. I'd have to look. We can maybe should look at our contracts after
yeah,
this.
we can
Actually,
do
see
that.
what
Yeah,
expiring there are, because that'd make more sense
yeah,
to give us a better picture of what we're gonna do.
yeah. Cardinals also Marlon Youngblood D tackle.
I think there was another young blood in this class as well.
It's very
Oh, no, no,
no,
no,
that was
you're
last
not.
year.
It's your guy. Yeah, there was. Yeah,
Um,
young blood brother.
yeah. But I'm curious to see, yeah, because I know Cardinals have very little money right now, 2.48. So I doubt they do much with their money. But just looking at some players on the Cardinal side of things, really, oh, Darren Boyce is a free agent. White boy Boyce. Oh, that sucks. Elgin Jenkins, Jermaine Johnson, Justin Reed, Michael Wilson's going to be going, both with kicker and punter. Keanu Benton's leaving, so I guess they want maybe a D tackle 3. But I think there's some bigger positions, especially safety, opening up here, free safety specifically for the Cardinals, if they don't re-sign any of them.
Yeah,
For
that's
your
fair.
Giants, though, how much money do they have? Not much.
None.
3.43. Jackson
Yeah.
Dart, yeah, that's the big one. Because they
Yep.
also Andrew Thomas as well.
Yeah, Andrew Thomas as well, and I mean
Jose
Full so
Morales.
centers are gonna be a thing. Jose Morales, nope, you're right as well. Our own line's getting eaten up.
Decimated. Yeah, that's
So I
brutal.
wondered, I checked, like, because I was like, where did all this money go last year? It's because they had
Yeah,
to pay Abdul Carter and they extended Brian Burns. So
yeah,
that was a fat contracts for
yeah.
them. And I think there was some other guys that just got paid. I'll double check
Malik
that.
Neighbors,
See,
I think too.
Neighbors got paid. Yep. I think Mike Widener got extended as well here.
Which
Um,
you might have to question: was that did that make sense to them for them to do that? Because they haven't really
it's a good
included him
question.
enough.
Maybe, yeah, no, I mean, I guess it's just maybe Dart was like, hey, get this guy on the team. But well, I don't know.
But maybe he doesn't.
You know,
They might not be able to make it work. So we'll see. I don't know. Money's tight here in both New York and Arizona. Um, but hey, you
yeah,
never know. Well, they can move
we'll
some money
see.
around, franchise tag. We'll see. I don't think either of our teams are going to be making many moves, if any, in free
Not at
agency.
all.
But
Yeah, I don't. Uh,
I guess we'll go ahead and advance and see what head coaching changes happen here. Um,
let's take a look.
So, in terms of who was released, we'll have to scroll down a little bit farther. See the Colts cleaning house again because they just
Yep.
continue to be pretty bad. Cowboys clean house again. I think we did talk about this actually. Yeah. Dolphins cleaned house after having that really bad season. Lions cleaned house. Steelers cleaned
Yeah, we saw.
house.
Yeah, we saw these. Now I think
Yes.
let's take a
Oh,
look at the signings. I think
I
these are the ones
also
that.
did not see Baker Mayfield was released by the Bucks. So
Oh,
they are really in the spot for a QB in the draft. But yeah, let's look at the signed coaches. We'll start further down. Um, Interesting one for the Dolphins. How do you feel about the Dolphins getting D'Amico Ryans as their head coach, Brian Schottenheimer as their offense coordinator, and then Darren Young is here as well?
I think. I mean, you gotta just for the job. I think for the Dolphins, especially. I don't know. That's rough. I mean, they just went to a Super Bowl. Maybe they have the pieces. They might be confident in their team. They're just trying to get the the top of top of the food chain right. I think it's hard to really judge this move. I think the Dolphins are just in desperate need of something at the
They need some
that
stability.
coaching position, some stability. Yes, because they've had the opposite of stability.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
Lions, I do like this Lions move here, getting a rookie head coach. We've seen that the Panthers, Mark Anderson, getting coach of the year, and just a lot of teams with these young coaches. I mean, even in real life, Mike McDonald and I don't know. There's a few others that
Yeah,
obviously the Chiefs have won a few Super Bowls, but still,
yeah.
you know what I mean. Like a lot of success with young coaches. I really like this Dan Campbell to the Colts. I think actually that could be a great. I think
Definitely
that's a
could
great
be.
move for a bad team. We've seen Campbell turn around. Obviously, the Lions that were they were absolutely putrid, and he turned them around. Yeah, I think that's a good move.
Yeah,
And what
I
do you think about this? What do you think about it?
the Cowboys one. I don't know. Dave Canales has been around at this point. Shane Steichen as the offensive coordinator, I do think's interesting for sure. You still have three great receivers there. I don't know what their quarterback situation is. I kind of forget. No Dak, but I don't hate the Cowboys signings. And Steelers are actually making interesting signings here. Tucker Austin, new head coach from college, I'm assuming, but they do have the former Super Bowl appearing head coach for the Dolphins, Marlon Burgess, as their defensive coordinator, which I think that could
Right.
be an interesting one. Um, so I'm very curious to see how those play out because honestly I couldn't really tell you. I think the only one I definitely don't care for. I'm not a huge fan of the Dolphins one just because I feel like they're just recycling guys.
It's true. I don't. Well, I guess the way I see it is I mean, what else are you gonna do? I guess you could try to get
I
a
think
young
they gotta
coach,
go.
maybe.
They I mean that or maybe Dan Quinn would have been a good one. Hell, Kellen Moore's still around. Probably he's
Tell him
finally
more.
not on a
Uh,
team. I think, but some interesting moves there for sure. But ooh, Josh Jacobs was cut by the Packers. I'm seeing on the right side there. I'm guessing he's up there in age at this point. So fair enough. But I guess we can head to free agency and
yeah.
see
The moment of truth
how
is
things
Jackson
work out.
Dart, the quarterback of the New York Giants.
And we'll see. I see the
Like we're
Cardinals
gonna.
did spend some money on re-signing, so
Okay, we're
I
just gonna send right to recap, right?
yeah, they
Right to recap.
where is your where are the Giants at after salary cap wise?
Still says -9 million, which is
Okay.
not good. I don't know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
refresh it. Maybe it'll.
I don't know. Cardinals are at 6.4 negative. They were at 2.4 after above the cap, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't think either of our teams are going to be making moves this free agency. It's mainly retaining. So maybe Von Hara, if Jackson Dart, isn't brought back, maybe it's maybe it's not Von Haren either because they can't afford him, and they'll just have to draft a rookie.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
moment of truth. I
saw
can't look at a.
saw a couple
Oh, okay. Okay. Good wait
things
for
there,
the
but
recap.
some interesting names here. Jackson Dart is actually
Oh,
still a free agent because
wow.
he's asking for 80 million a year and no one can afford him.
Oh my God, Jesus.
So okay,
Yeah, I
well,
don't.
let's look at quarterbacks. There's a lot going on here. DeMar Spellman is a Steeler, so Josh Carter
Yeah,
experiment's over. I actually think that's a good pickup for them. Von
I
Herron is an
agree.
Eagle,
Oh, he's gonna play with the divisional
which I
rivals. I
also
don't
think's
know.
a good pickup. Jerome McDonald to the Seahawks, Justice Witherspoon to the Bucks, but yeah, I mean that's how do you feel about that? That's a very interesting.
This is rough. Yeah, the fact that Dart's not on a team, what is gonna happen with him?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, surely someone's gonna offer a contract to him at some
I think
point
he just
here.
wants so much money, and
He
half the NFL's
does.
bankrupt.
Yeah, they
It's yeah,
can't afford 80 million for Dart. They say, hey, look, we think you're great, but we don't have that kind of money for you. Especially when you can get Spellman for cheaper,
yeah.
Heron for cheaper. It's tough. It's tough to say, but yeah, that's an interesting development. But right now, the Giants only have one quarterback on the roster, Dudley, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Dudley Kenny.
Dudley
I'll
Kinley,
I'll check that. Yeah,
unless
keep
they
going though.
re-sign Sutphin. Um, At running back, some interesting names. Brett Burbank, former Patriot, I believe end of the first round pick for them, heading to the Titans on a pretty cheap deal. Um, a lot of these are like rookie guys that are like fake players, so we don't know a ton of them. But I will say Panthers did their due diligence here, bringing in Zaire Frey. They also brought in Isaiah Davis as a depth guy and Devontae Sheldon as well, with Chuba Hubbard leaving. Jets brought in a couple guys. Um, Chargers brought in Rasheem Barnes, so some nice little pickups there. But not like a ton of crazy running backs in the draft or in the free agency class. Arian Brown for the Falcons, former running back, still on the market, along with Tank Bigsby and some other older guys. Um, Calvin Allen, former Cardinals, sitting here. Josh Jacobs is here, 79 overall. Um, there's some decent players that could be picked up eventually. Um, Looking at receiver, uh, Voodoo, what are your thoughts on the Dalvin Simmons leaving the
Wow,
Panthers and heading to the Raiders?
that good pickup for the Raiders, but I didn't. I guess the Panthers are.
They didn't
It's
have the
not good,
money, I
is it?
guess.
That's
Yeah,
not good.
I mean, I want to check one thing because I think the Raiders might be a Super Bowl team this year because they have Justin Hurts. They signed him last year, right? They
Yeah.
gave up on Spellman. They brought in Hurts. They still have Ashton Genty, and they have a Cameron Snow who's also an X Factor running back behind him. They
Wow.
also have Dalvin Simmons now. They have Jack Beck still. Keontae Hyde, if you remember I think
I
we
do
watched
remember.
a game with him. He was very good. I think that was the AFC Championship game, maybe at one point or something. Maybe I can't remember. We watched it for some reason. They also brought in Torrey Horton. Their receiver room's insane. They have Brock Bowers still. Like they have a good O line. Max Crosby's still there. They got some good D tackles. This team is going to be a problem. They had that 88 overall rookie safety. Like they're going to
Yep.
be a very good team.
I think they will be contending for. Well, I mean, they were
They were AFC
you know
Championship. They were one
yeah,
win
with
away.
all they've only improved. I think the Panthers are bound to fall off. I mean, we already talked about their
Yes.
free
I
agency,
mean,
and then
it's
I
tough.
guess we'll see what they did in the rest of free agency. But
Yeah,
yikes,
we'll
not looking
see.
good.
Khalil Shakir heads to the Steelers. I think they're starting to load up a little bit now.
Yeah.
D'Amico Ryan's coming in, wanted to shake things up. Brought in Spellman, brought in Shakir. That's two big upgrades there. Terry McLaurin to the Saints. Torrey Horton, like I said, going to the Raiders as well. And a couple other guys further down. Maybe Marco Cordova is the replacement for Dalvin Simmons there for the Panthers at 76
Looks like
overall.
the idea. Yeah.
That's some interesting shakeups there. Tight end, though, literally nothing notable at all.
Yeah. Not many great
There's
tight
some
ends
like
here in the.
decent options, but like nothing game changing like there was at receiver and quarterback. O line, Andrew Thomas is a Colt. I like that move for them. You want to talk about
Yeah, that's a
stability?
good franchise starting
Yeah,
move. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
protect your quarterback, and yeah, I mean leaving the Giants, that's a tough pill to swallow. But again, the money just wasn't working for the Giants, and they had to unfortunately let him go.
Yeah.
And that's the Colts with the big signing there. couple other guys, nothing super notable, I guess. Charles Cross of the Dolphins, but I don't know. Some other guys in there, nothing too crazy. Left guard did Harrell's a right guard. That's right. Oh no, Jose Morales is still a free agent. He's asking for 15 million per year. He does have an offer, so maybe he'll get signed by draft or after draft. We'll have to wait
Yeah, I
and
guess we'll see.
see. But he may be asking a little bit more than teams want to pay him for guard, and maybe that's just Giants players feeling like, hey, we were really good on this team, and we were a reason why this team is so good, right? So let's
Yeah.
you sign me for this much, and maybe some teams aren't feeling that.
Yeah, players sometimes overvalue. I think, obviously guys want to get paid, right? But
Yeah,
You have to play the market, and I think
Yes.
sometimes guys are just they're finding for money. What was that? Was it Justin Simmons who was
the safety
sitting in
for
free
the
agency for a while?
Broncos. Yeah,
I think
probably,
he was
maybe,
a free agent for a while, and then he got picked up.
possibly. I mean, yeah. I mean, certain agents will tell you like, we are gonna set at this price, and we want to get signed at this price, not
Yeah.
working out a deal like it's either you give us this or higher, and that's where we stand. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure he'll get signed. He's a good young guard still, so um, some interesting Giant players not being signed. Saints signed 3 left guards, really trying to shore up the O line for Mitch Wilds. Um, Center, really nothing super noteworthy, and not really a lot of great options. Froholt's sitting in free agency, which I kind of expected at this point. He's up
Yeah.
there, and maybe he'll get signed as like a mentor. Well, he's not even a mentor, just as a depth option, for cheaper. But yeah, a lot of guys are still sitting in free agency. Another one for the Steelers, Mike Onwenu, heading from the Patriots. Well, actually, I don't know where he was. He might have been a Panther at that point. I don't remember where he was last, but he's a Steeler, and I feel like them and the Raiders are right now winning free agency.
Yeah, I agree. I think them and the Raiders for sure. Dolphins also making
Some solid moves.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
they're they're trying to get back to being a good team again. After being terrible, then great, then terrible. They want to go back to great. We do see Cardinals guard Elgton Jenkins still sitting in free agency because he's asking for $16.7 million on a 1-year
wow.
contract, which is quite a bit for a 34-year-old injury-prone 85 overall guard. Yeah, I don't think he's worth that much. I liked him, but yeah, not worth that. That's a lot. Right tackle, do see like Raiders still making some signings. Taj Owens, who was a developmental, I think he was a 59 overall right tackle for me, who had
Yeah.
started, and then he
We're probably gonna have to
develops.
look through some of these after the draft because I think some of these guys, I think Spencer
Absolutely.
Brown's also overvaluing himself here, 12 million
Oh
for
yeah,
a middling, veteran tackle.
yeah. A lot of these
And
guys will definitely get signed to some team, just gonna be less than what they
it's
want.
gonna be less, and it's gonna probably be post draft, I would assume.
Yeah, either that or just before the draft, possibly. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, there's like still good players here for sure, but yeah, I think a lot of these players are overvaluing themselves, or maybe they're not doing that even. It's just teams just don't have the capacity for that right now, and they're still waiting to see how the draft pans out. So maybe teams that might still need a tackle or something post draft, they might pick up one of these veterans to fill the hole. Looking at left edge, really not a lot there. Again, a lot of veterans sitting here, but Trey Abbott, wasn't he a former first round pick for like the Jets, I think?
That sounds right.
And he is sitting here, normal dev, 79 overall, no offers, no interest from anyone right now. Baron
It's rough.
Browning, former Cardinal superstar dev, sitting here. Yeah, not a ton of names though, really. I mean, still some solid players, but they're not going to get picked up right away. Probably later on.
Whoa, defensive tackle. Yeah, okay.
D tackle Christian Barmore. Oh yeah, okay, a lot of guys. Wow, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Simmons, Kobe Turner, Devondre Sweat, Joshua Alfaro, former Jets D tackle, who's a first round pick, looks like the Jets ran out of money. Elton Crawford, I think, was also a first round pick for a team. I can't remember who, but a ton of D tackles. And again, we talked about the influx of defensive tackle talent, and it's just pushing a lot of these guys out of their teams. Trent Pierce, former first round picks here.
He was a Colt, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of guys here. Darius Robinson, also former Cardinal Giant, still sitting in free agency. It's just kind of what happens whenever there's just so many talented D tackles coming in the draft year after year after year.
And they all want a piece of that pie, and it's just
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah, the value for these guys, like you're not signing Jeffrey Simmons for $24 million a year because you can draft a guy who can be as good as Jeffrey Simmons in 2 years for cheaper. So,
That's
I mean,
true.
I'm sure some of these younger guys like Crawford and Alfaro will find a team, and I'm sure like Simmons and Turner and Sweat will land a team, but definitely to be for cheaper. But we do see the Bucks bring in Christian Barmore, pretty reasonable contract, honestly, too. 1 year, $6 million, well, $12 million total, 6 for salary, 6 for bonus.
Yeah, not bad.
But yeah, pretty solid signing. Right edge, Michael Williams was the big one. Finally seen another big name contract here going to the Chargers. They're an interesting team because they were the 1 seed last year. I feel like they've been very I don't know, very quiet, like quietly good. But
Yeah, they've. I think they've just kind
I
of
don't know.
been slowly rise. I think they're also a riser for sure.
I do think so as well. I think they could be Michael Williams could make this team maybe another 1 seed repeat. We'll see. See Yaya Diaby, who is a Panther, on free agency again. That looks like Panthers just did not have much money at all. Yeah, I mean some decent names here, but again, nothing super crazy.
Raiders, Raiders pick up Mike Byrne
Yeah, I
out of
mean
Auburn.
that could be. I mean Raiders again. They seem to have a lot of money to play with somehow, even with Jalen Hurts being signed for a big deal. And I'm shocked that they have so much money, but they are starting to build some good teams here.
Speaking of money, Amari Money, the Sam linebacker to
Going
the
to the Steelers.
Steelers.
Another pickup. Owen Papo, former Cardinal, going to the Browns. Interesting. I mean, Sam linebacker really doesn't have a ton of players.
Yeah. Aside from that, I think not much after that.
Yeah, but Fred Warner, a longtime 49er, heads to the Colts. Colts again trying to build that veteran
Yeah,
presence. And
Colts Raiders. That's the end of those. I mean,
Colts
Colts
Raiders
are making some
Steelers.
moves.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is a great pickup too. I think it's important to have those two of the most important positions in football. You know, you have your left tackle, and then you have the pretty much the quarterback of the defense, right? So you're filling
Yeah.
those with the two of the most tenured, quality players in the past decade. You're setting yourself up for at least decent success. You might not be like making it far in the playoffs or anything, but I think they have a good floor with those pickups.
Agree.
Power Eccles gets signed. Shout out Power Eccles.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen him around. He was on
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
remember we called him out on another team as well.
It was must have been the Browns or the Panthers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not a really ton of linebackers left at Mike. So Fred Warner and then Daniels and Harrison were kind of the big guys to get. Will linebacker really not anything. Bossa and Dennis, the only 2 guys signed, and there was not a lot to pick from here.
Yeah, pretty weak will class.
Yeah. Could see more later. At corner, still have some
Ooh.
guys. Deron Bland, another guy, another vet.
Colts and Chargers also, yeah, no, yeah. Deron Bland's a nice pickup. Max Melton
Solid
to
pickup.
the Chargers. Yeah, Chargers making a lot of moves. I like what the Colts are doing as well.
I do as well. Silas Cleary, former first-round pick. I believe he was a
Wow.
Raven. I think he was the Ravens corner first rounder. Sitting here. Not even very
Yeah, he's-
expensive either, which is very shocking. Honestly, I feel like I guess Max Melton's a different player from Cleary. Melton's more of a slot potential, but I don't know. Chargers maybe should have signed Cleary, but maybe the needs weren't there. I don't know. Jair Alexander,
Right.
X Factor, still sitting here. I don't know why. But there's some decent options. Like I feel like a lot of these guys could still find a spot
Let's
on
see,
the roster.
$6 million for Jair. I feel like that's a steal. I
Yeah.
feel like Charvarius Ward $5 million. That's a steal.
Yeah.
But I think maybe just corner is just super. deep as well. I feel like there have been a lot of corners that have entered
That's
the league.
very true. You do make a good point there. We have seen a lot of corners come in as well. Philip Holiday, former Cowboys first round pick, free safety, headed to the Raiders, and that safety duo is going to be insane.
Wow. Yeah,
Um,
Raiders, I think, are the favorite to go to the Super. I mean, just pre-draft,
yeah,
of course, favorite to go to the Super Bowl in the AFC next year
yeah,
for
they've
sure.
brought in so much great talent, high end talent. There's still some solid free safety sitting in free agency. Jalen Thompson, X factor still, or up to an X factor somehow.
Yeah, Justin Reed.
They're
Yeah,
cheap
no,
options too. A lot of
Brandon
cheap
Jones.
options. Like
Wow.
you
Oh
don't
my
even have
God.
to
Yeah, no
spend $4 million for Jalen Thompson for a year. I would love the Cardinals to somehow make money and make him come back, but I don't. They don't have the money to make it happen. So I don't know. There's some
rough.
solid options. There's an X factor free safety, Jerry Cooper, 76 overall, chilling here somehow, some reason.
Wow. Yeah,
Wild.
no, this is interesting.
Yeah. Strong safety, none signed at all.
I remember Taylor Gaither.
He was a first round pick. He was a Panther. He was like their best
yeah.
player on defense. Um, another former first round pick, not staying with their team. Taylor Rapp's an X factor for some reason.
Oh, I remember seeing. Shout out
That's
Taylor
weird.
Rapp.
Yeah, I mean, there's some quality players that could be picked up here, but not yet, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah, your kicker Manu Cardona. Yeah, you
Uh,
got. No, it was not your
no,
kicker. Wait, was it your kicker?
no, it's someone else's kicker. I can't remember who,
No,
but
you're right.
he's
You're right.
around. But teams just
Who was?
don't want to sign kickers.
Oh, you had a punter, didn't you? I'm thinking of that crazy punter you had.
I mean, I had Ryan Stonehouse, but I think you're thinking of the Bucks league. I had
You might. Oh, I might be.
the,
I might be thinking
our
of the wrong
offline. But anyways, yeah, I mean, kicker and punter usually don't get signed anymore because it's like they're always
True.
asking for way too much, and they
Yeah,
can
this
just get
kicker's asking
replaced.
for more than like the safeties and stuff at the same
Yeah.
overall. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Cardinals.
one long snapper signed, but I will say no Cardinals signings.
No Giants either. Yeah.
Yes.
Third year in the row for the Giants. And I mean, well, the money makes sense at this point. We're just
Yeah.
too poor.
Yeah. I'm very curious. I guess just looking quickly at our teams. We'll start with the Cardinals since I'm here. I feel like big needs. Looking at the Cardinals, receiver 3 is a huge need. We currently only have 3 receivers on the roster. Definitely just got to get some depth there. But the rest of the offense, we have a superstar right guard, that left guard, that Finnegan guy we drafted in the first round, superstar dev.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad. Our O-line, like the offense looks great outside of receiver 3. And then defensively for the Cardinals, really just need an edge rusher. We re-signed Keanu Benton, which is interesting. We also need a free safety and then maybe a corner 3. But yeah, I would say very much so likely that the edge, free safety, and receiver 3 are probably the biggest spots for the Cardinals. But for the Giants, you'd have to imagine quarterback is at the top of that
Quarterback,
list.
yeah, but also interior lines. Like our center's gone. We have this great superstar guard,
Austin, but
he might
he's playing
start.
he's playing right guard, which is
Yeah.
the issue behind Harrell.
Right.
And so obviously if I was in control, I'd move him right to left guard, but I
Yeah.
can't do that.
I think
Or move him to center.
he'll probably just
rough.
automatically move over. One of them will, because that's what
I hope
Freeman
so.
did. He's a left guard playing right guard. So
hope
yeah,
so.
center definitely a big spot. Like left tackle, I think you could get away with Peyton.
I agree.
now.
I think he's young. I think those bigger needs. I think
Yeah.
quarterback, you need interior line more. Defensively, we look great. We look actually really good on defense.
I mean, you guys have invested so much. I mean, the front 4 is insane. Linebackers still pretty good. Your corners are really good still.
Safeties are lights out. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think this defense, if this team's gonna make a run, it's gonna be on the back of this defense,
Absolutely.
which I think is only getting better as well. I mean, yeah. Brian Burns still sticking around. Derek Shields is getting a lot better as a starter. Yeah, corner room is still together. Crowder's it's so sad. I want him to start, man. Or he's DB4. He's 85 overall superstar. He's behind all of these players.
I think Banks's contract's up next season, I think.
Yeah,
not
and also he
mistaken.
might take over Banks and
That's
overall
very
over the
true.
season.
That's very true.
Possible.
But I guess, yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. We'll see how those picks end up. Let's go ahead and sim to next week. And I'll be back in a second. I have a hangnail on my toe, and it's a pain right now. So I'm
You're
going to
all
get rid of
good.
that.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of these stories while he's dealing with that. So we have, what do I want to see tonight? Upgrade our pass rush, says Ramon Charles, corner, Minnesota. I think, honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Uh, Jameel Russell, the defensive tackle, is projected to go number 1 overall to Miami. Of course, we saw some of these other moves. Do we have anything over here? So, after a breakdown regarding his role, the Colts have announced they are open to trade talks for free safety Nick Cross. Interesting. Here's a new one. Javier Manuel ran through his athletic testing and went home before he did position drills without comment. That's not a great outlook for Manuel. Minnesota did not want to use the franchise tag on A. Perry, but did not see a way to avoid it. I think that's their block snapper. L'Jarius Sneed was franchise tagged. Will Peak be back? So this is, I think, referring to Terrence Peak. Will Terrence Peak be back with the Browns or really test free agency once we get to the offseason? I believe he did come back to the Browns. I don't remember seeing him. Dan Campbell might be the last piece of the Colts puzzle. Proven coach to lead proven players. I agree. I think the Colts are actually in a great position. They made some nice moves.
I
Of
agree.
course, they lost a lot, but yeah, I'm a big fan of the. Yeah, it just depends on. I guess this draft is also going to be big for the Colts. I mean, they have a lot of stuff to
Absolutely.
recuperate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, well, I'm just going over the stories
Yeah,
while
no,
we
you're
were
good.
waiting.
I didn't see mock draft 3. I think we skipped past it in the mock.
Yeah, or it was. I think it was
it's
mock
usually
draft 5. I mean,
yeah, it's
free
in
agency
the
2, I believe.
week 3 free agency. We'll take a look. A lot of the same names. Bucks not projected to take a quarterback. They're projected to take D tackle. Ton of D tackles in the top 10. The running back Conrad projected to go to the Texans now instead of the Bears. They're maybe making a good
Did
decision there.
did the Bucks sign a quarterback? Why aren't they going for QB?
I feel well. To be fair, we don't know if they might still go quarter. They could go quarterback. I don't know. Maybe he's not. They don't feel like it's worth
Whoa,
that
okay.
pick.
Panthers projected to take quarterback Parker Hunter.
Oh,
Is
interesting.
that is interesting.
Cardinals projected to take a free safety at 30. Right tackle projected to be taken. I don't really feel like. I mean, maybe you could convince like left tackle moving him to left tackle, maybe, but that feels like again not the biggest need. But yeah, I will say Parker Hunter. I see he's a second and third round talent, so I don't think he would be worth it for the Panthers. But you never know. Maybe they're just preparing for a future without Bryce Young.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Where did that other quarterback go? Did he just fall out of the first round entirely?
I couldn't see him.
Oh no,
He
he's
just
wait, I thought I saw him. No, I didn't. That is crazy to me because he looks like the best quarterback. He dropped from 5 all the way.
Let's see.
Yeah, wow, he dropped it says 3 spots, but so right now there's 2
Yeah,
quarterbacks above him.
there were a lot of first round quarterbacks.
Yeah, and only one of them is actually a first to second round talent. There's a couple second to thirds, and then Pope is a
Yeah,
UDFA. Day 3 for
I
Archer.
yeah, I don't see any of these ratings. So
Yeah, I do because they still got the quarterback thing on for whatever reason. But yeah, that's interesting. We'll see. I mean, maybe who knows? Maybe the Bucks could end up getting Waddle in the second round if he falls. But you know that I could also see the Giants maybe making that pick too.
I think with the cap situation, it's definitely likely we draft quarterback here. Still negative
Yeah.
9 million in cap right now. So otherwise, it's Dudley Kitty season, which
That's
is
that's
not preferable.
No, not at all. But let's go ahead and see as we hop into the draft here. Dolphins at the top again after a hiatus from last season. I guess we'll just sim to the user pick and see if we see anything interesting. D tackles, left tackles,
Yeah,
edges.
Bucks pass on the quarterback. Who
Yeah.
is their the Bucks? I don't even think have a quarterback this season.
Not yet. We'll
Uh,
see. But yeah, no, I think the Mach 5 has been accurate thus far. See, corners go off the board, more D tackles, edge, left tackle, more corners, guards. Manning's a Charger. Um, Once again, a
Okay. Yeah.
Charger. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll request a trade to the Giants, but we'll see.
Who knows?
Giants.
Um.
Who do you think at this spot here that's available?
Um,
Well, I think it's QB, isn't it? I mean, I
It,
think it's
it,
QB.
I think it should be, but at the same time, maybe they feel like they could get a quarterback. Maybe, maybe they don't land Waddle, but maybe they could get one of the second or third round guys with their
Maybe they
second
can
pick.
re-sign. Maybe we can re-sign Jackson Dart
for
after.
vet minimum.
God.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, obviously Darius Waddle would be the guy I want here.
Ooh, how about Esteban De La Rosa,
Whoa,
quarterback?
I
That's
like
a
that
long
name,
ass name.
and he actually does look pretty solid. Actually, I kind of
He's
like.
not terrible. He's a
Esteban.
second to third round talent. It's not
Yeah, I think.
not
What
bad.
I actually would mind that. Well, I guess. Moment of truth.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I think it should be either quarterback. I mean, I didn't really see many of the other spots that you mentioned there, but let's see. They take Parker Hunter, who was also a second and third round talent. I do think Waddle's better, but hey, they took their guy. Because he was projected to go to the Panthers, so Panthers now maybe if they were really thinking quarterback, might get Waddle, the better player. But there's your quarterback.
Yeah, watching him get his jersey here.
Yeah, and we'll see. We'll have to see what his overall is after, and also his hidden dev if he has it. But Parker Hunter, officially the next quarterback for the New York Giants. So I'd say Jackson Dart's time in New York is probably officially over. Because why would you draft a quarterback round 1 if you're gonna bring Dart back? So
Yeah.
I'm curious. Maybe the Bucks actually are working on a deal with Dart. Maybe that's why they didn't draft a quarterback round 1.
Maybe. All right, let's see what the Cardinals do here.
Let's see. 2 edges go off the board. I will say at 30 here, based on need, I would say. I mean, safety with Josh Escobar. Obviously, he's listed as strong safety, but he could probably easily move the free safety. Honestly, he looks really good. Yeah, no, he looks incredible. Elite acceleration and speed, great tackler. Looks like he's a good coverage player. Stamina's not great, but in Madden Sim, does that matter that much? Probably not. I mean, otherwise, like there's some receivers on the board. Definitely could go with a receiver to get another. Need the receiver depth for sure. Also, edge. There's a couple edges. There's one. Darren Snell is a first or second round talent. I see that. So, I would say any of those positions would be good because they are needs, and they choose Nathan Payne. I didn't look at him, but edge does. That is a big need. So, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I think it's hopefully a quality pick as long as he's good, obviously.
Yes, right. But we'll see. I don't know. And I guess we'll just quickly see what the Panthers do. They take Archer Schaefer, he's a day 3 talent.
What the hell are the Panthers doing? You have Bryce Young. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you?
I mean, like I said, maybe they're preparing for a future without him. And then Waddle genuinely has a shot to go to the Bucks in round 2, and he is the best quarterback.
Or the Browns take
talent.
another quarterback here, and they get a third.
No, they went Pope, who is a D tackle, I think.
No, isn't that a quarterback?
Oh
That's
my god, they took another quarterback.
It's Simon Pope, and he's also buns. I think isn't he like really bad? I think he's on UDFA.
Yes, he is a UDFA. So they found they had to replace Von Herron. They knew how important backup quarterback is. So they decided to draft the worst quarterback in the draft possibly. That's such a Browns thing to do. That's how many years in the past, like that's like 3 quarterbacks in the first round in the past like 5 years.
Yeah, you won a Super Bowl. This team won a fucking Super Bowl. What the hell?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
Let's take a look at the Giants first round first.
Okay.
So
of truth here. 75 overall. Hidden Dev.
Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
He's 90 speed. Whoa,
This,
he's actually
yeah,
50.
feels like
90.
feels similar to, honestly, kind of Kyler esque,
He
but
does.
white,
He gives very much like very
smaller.
good on the run.
Yes,
Yeah, he's 5'11. Yeah, so he's a bit shorter.
but
Wearing
yeah,
11. It's a fun little number
there
there.
you go. I mean, I don't know. How do you feel? I don't think it's a bad pick at all.
I think it's a good pick. I mean, we talk. I mean, he's obviously second to third round talent. I think he's definitely second round talent at least.
Yes.
I mean, 75 overall. That the talent's there. I actually am pretty happy with that. Obviously, I'm sucks to see Darko. I mean, that's your guy. That's your franchise guy. But I think they could have done a lot worse than getting Parker Hunter
Oh,
to
definitely. Yeah.
start at quarterback, and you have all these weapons around him. I think it'll take no time at all for Parker
Yeah.
Hunter to get acclimated.
I will say, notably, no offensive lineman drafted.
Yeah, I that is curious. We do get another running back, Quincy Barber, which I don't think was necessary.
Two tight
He does
ends that are
he's
bad.
hidden dev and all that stuff, but Sam linebacker, sure. I mean, we don't. I mean, he's also hidden dev, not the greatest. You did get a corner,
Also,
and
another good D tackle that you didn't need with hidden dev.
on the board, D tackle with hidden dev. I mean, obviously it is. I mean, it's late in the draft, you might as well, right? But
no line is very concerning though.
yeah, that does concern me.
Because
No interior.
who's starting at center? Who's starting at center? Are
Oh,
they
I guess
just rocking with that left guard that they have, the 68 overall, and then you have the right guard, 80 overall, sitting at center maybe?
Oh, we have right tackle Evan Bush playing 60 overall center.
Jesus Christ. That's certainly something. Team building at its finest. But Cardinals, again, not a lot of picks. Oh, this is a fucking phenomenal draft, though. Nathan Payne, first off, normal dev, 73 overall. Not great. Maybe could develop into something, but I'm not a huge fan. But I'm a huge fan of this 80 overall free safety, Ty Miller, hidden dev, 87 speed, great zone coverage, good tackler. Solid tackler. I think.
Oh, you took also 3 players from. You took a Michigan State guy in round 1, and then round 2 and 3 are Michigan guys. I see a bit of a connection here.
And yeah, Emmanuel Fernandez, a hidden dev tight end run blocker, I guess. Sure. I mean, McBride's getting up there. I don't think we're gonna be able to sign Morris. What's his name? Mike Morris. Probably is gonna be on his way out just because of money, but I don't hate that. And then we did get Diego Vega, receiver, down the board. Just needed the depth, so I don't hate it. And honestly, I mean, the D tackle's not good, obviously, but for the limited picks we have, very content with what we brought in. I do wish we would have drafted the other edge rusher possibly, but let's see what the draft looks like as a whole. Dude, another 88 overall running player. It's Devon Conrad, and he's very good. Texans running back. He's going to be really good.
Oh, wow. Another Texans. That's funny.
Yeah, it's also insane how I feel like I've never seen an 88 overall player in the Madden draft. In the first 2 years in a row, we get one. Great running back class, as we kind of noted, with Prince and Manning, also 82 and 83 respectively. Some really good players at the top of this draft for sure.
Sneaky Bills 4th round Mike linebacker 80 overall. Jackson St. Louis.
What a pickup. A lot of good safeties in this one too. I'm curious with a couple teams. First off, the Browns taking Pope, who's a 63 overall normal dev, 84 throw power. What did they see in him? Oh my goodness, the bust of all busts. And of course the Browns make the pick.
That is terrible.
Yeah. Buccaneers don't draft a quarterback. So we'll see. Maybe they have their eyes on
80 overall
tight end. Yeah. We'll be interested to see what they do there. I'm interested. Colts had a really good draft class too. 81 overall strong safety, Escobar, picked up in the 2nd round, and also got Clyde Grant, who's a good edge rusher. Some other good pieces down the board. So another big riser, I'd say, for sure. I'm also curious in Yeah, sure. Let's look. How about the Dolphins? Yeah, what do the Dolphins do?
They did that for the first overall pick. Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
81 overall, Russell, and
Yeah,
down the board,
not
yeah, not the
bad,
greatest
but like yeah, definitely underwhelming.
for sure.
I'm interested with the Raiders. Bring in some solid players. I don't really know where they would have needed upgrades necessarily, so I don't necessarily think I can really grade their draft necessarily good or bad. I think it's solid. Um, and then the Steelers were other big risers. They bring in some solid players as well. Looks like had a
Ooh,
ton of picks.
yeah.
Um, where I'm interested in that quarterback, the one with the long name, De La Rosa, went to the Bears in rounds 4. There you go. He's also Waddle went to the Lions, so taking over for Goff, I guess. If he's not even there anymore, right?
Yeah, he's been, I think, free agent for
Yeah.
a couple of years.
But Waddle looks pretty
Um,
good too, 76 overall. So I guess, yeah, I mean,
Honestly, in terms of quarterbacks, I think honestly we got the second best one. I think Waddle was slightly better, at least in terms of overall, but
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like we actually got a pretty good situation here.
yeah. I mean, he's definitely pretty good. Um, and I mean, interesting draft. I'm still very surprised that the Browns decided to take a quarterback. And also, they chose a really bad one. Also, the Panthers quarterback, that Schaefer guy, was a 69 overall hidden dev. So maybe they see upside with him. I don't think he was as clearly not as good as other guys, but
Yeah, no.
maybe we'll be the one with eggs on our face whenever they have an X Factor quarterback this season. Probably not though. I don't know. Very interesting draft. Very, very interesting draft.
yeah, a few QB reaches. I'm curious what the logic is in terms of like, well, both like obviously if from a logic standpoint, but also like the sim logic. Like I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, I I mean, dude, that I'm curious with Cole Marshall. He has QB the future tag. I mean, it's odd. Yeah, I don't know because Pope is like they needed a backup quarterback for sure, but they did not need one at
The first
first
round.
pick of their draft. Like
Yeah.
looking at their team, they could have used maybe an upgraded right tackle. At right edge, they did end up upgrading, but they had better options on the board for sure. Um, could have gotten another corner at the top of there. I mean, they have a good team. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's still a waste of a pick for sure. Um, but I guess let's go into next week, right? And see.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if maybe some
I
guys get signed.
I want to know who the fucking Buccaneers are gonna field at quarterback because they
Yeah,
have not.
Dart has to go somewhere as well, right?
Dart
Dart
has.
cannot just be. Yeah.
I guess let's see. Any grades? The Browns got a C minus, which fair. Colts had a B minus. Giants had a C plus grade. Um, let's see. Any free agency week 1 pickups here for any of those names being picked up here? I'm not seeing. Justin Reed's a Bear. Spencer Brown's a Bear. So yeah, some of those guys are getting signs of smaller contracts. But I'm gonna just look by just league, I guess. Jackson Dart is a 49er on a contract for $680,000.
Wow, that is actually
That is
terrible.
insane. He's starting over Brock Purdy, who's getting paid in an obscene amount of money. What is Madden's just breaking down right now? They're like, we sim too far. Who is the Bucks
Oh.
quarterback? Who do they have? Okay, they signed Justice Witherspoon in the free agency. I guess they're rocking with him. I guess
Oh,
they could have had Dart for cheaper.
oh man.
So bizarre. Also Jose Morales, did he get picked up yet? He's a Jet.
Cowboys. Jet.
690K as a Jet.
Interesting.
there's a ton of D tackles that we talked about too. Any of them get picked up? Probably. Uh, let's see. Any of the names here look familiar? I think Trevon Dexter, was he free agent? I think so, right? He's a
Yeah, but there's
Cowboy.
also I'm checking the free agent currently. I still see like Joshua Alfaro still in here, 85
Really?
overall.
Okay.
Andre Sweat, just Jeffrey Simmons is actually still here as well.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Some of these.
Ooh, also 85 overall AJ Brown, 33 years
Ah,
old.
there you go.
Right now.
By the way, Dart is the best quarterback in the league right now based on overall, and he was sitting in
Wow.
free agency because just no one could pay him.
Yeah, the franchise is breaking. This is fun.
Yeah,
This is very
like I would have been less mad at the Browns signing him, honestly,
and the fucking
than
Niners is
drafting.
crazy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, oh man.
I mean,
Oh,
looking at other teams, I mean, I feel like the Bucks should have just signed him too.
Yeah.
Dolphins maybe could have made a move. They still have Tua for some reason. I don't understand. Uh, Obviously the Giants probably could have signed him. Maybe made some things happen. They could have maybe moved some money around. Like, dude,
Yeah.
why did the Lions have Anthony Richardson now?
Is
Why
that a
is he?
QB1?
Or technically yes, but I don't know if he's gonna start over.
Okay.
Darius Waddle has day one starter, so I think he's gonna start.
Okay.
Dude, that Archer Schaefer is QB3 for the Panthers. By the way, they have Nate McKenzie, who was drafted last year. Christ, but I don't know. I mean, like, there's not a ton of teams I would say Dart could have went to, but there's definitely teams that could have picked him up. The Seahawks would have been a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, I just I don't get it myself. I would not understand.
I don't know, but I'll be interested to see where Josh Carter ends up next year. Probably not on a team because DeMar Spellman's here in Pittsburgh, and very odd, very very odd.
Yeah. How do you feel about your team now heading into the season?
You know, I think it still looks pretty good. I mean, they're 90 overall, 92 offense, 89 defense. It still looks like we only have 4 receivers on the roster, but it's not terrible, I guess. Yeah, I think the offense though overall looks still very good. I'm excited to see what Skillen can do. Yeah, offense looks great. Defense, I do worry about that edge spot, but I do think really that's the only spot I'm super concerned about. I think everything else defensively, that TJ Miller, is that who that was? Yeah, no, Ty Miller. That guy, the free safety we drafted was a fucking amazing pickup. And the rest of the defense is pretty good. It's just that we'll see if that first round pick Payne can amount to something or not.
Fair enough.
How about you? How about your Giants?
Not feeling great on the offensive side, at least. Yeah, I feel like I mean, Hunter, I think
he could be good, but center is still absolute
yeah.
poop. You don't really have a tight end too. That's something to make note of. Boston.
What do you mean? You have Levi Davis.
Levi Davis, maybe. I mean, Vallis actually
6'7", 83 speed could be something. 91 accelerations, crazy.
Austin is left guard right now, but the issue is he at right guard is 80 overall. Like, so obviously, if you switch his actual position, he'd be a lot higher. But oh wow.
I mean, you have what? You have so many right tackles on the roster, apparently. I feel like the O-line, like, you have the left side's going to be a disaster. I think Peyton's going to be trying his hardest, but, like, the left guard and center is going to be a disaster.
Yeah, and I like the weapons. Obviously, Coyle, Neighbors, Widener, great weapons.
By the
running
way,
back, what's up?
Did you know that the first round pick last year, Knighton, that edge rusher, is an X factor?
That's great.
Good for you, another edge rusher for the Giants, please. Another pass rusher.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, I just saw. What the hell? Oh god. Okay, well, dude, we have a depth corner is fucking, and then we also have JD Rose, the safety, is not playing. We could have used any of this on an offensive lineman, maybe, but no, we're gonna rock with fucking Bush here at tackle to guard. Oh my god, this is terrible. And then so Marshall Malone, I think might end up overalling Najee Gross this season. I could see it, and then
The
him
running
starting.
back, yeah.
There's definitely a chance at that. So we'll
Also,
see.
I find it questionable to draft Quincy Barber. He's also got the day one starter tag, so don't be surprised if he starts.
Who?
The rookie running back, Quincy Barber.
Quincy Barber. Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
I feel
He
like
could.
just roster building wise, they should have probably taken a tackle or a guard or center
Yes, I
instead
agree,
of the
but
running back. And I
I
mean,
don't know.
maybe they know something we don't.
Maybe this defense is going to be great.
Yes, very much
I have
so.
no doubt about that. Defense is great,
But
the offense is going to be a question. The quarterback play is a question. Your line's a question. This might be a year where we see the Giants miss the playoffs. I could actually see it.
it's gonna be interesting.
It's going to be an uphill battle. It really
Yeah.
depends. If Hunter plays really well and can overcome the issues of his line and his running back situation, he has the weapons, right? So it
Yeah.
really just depends. And the defense will be great, I'm sure. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see. I think the Cardinals are in a great spot, though. I think they could actually
I do think
be big
yeah,
risers.
I think I'm very content with how the team looks. Like I said, I think they can be contenders again, which is I think that's one of the things of having Kyler for so long that was really nice, is that we got to build the rest of the team while he was still under that contract that was really large, like when he signed it, because money ended up getting with it inflation
Yeah.
you know, quarterback contracts just exploded, right? But Kyler, relatively cheap contract compared to the rest of the team. So the team is still very good, and now you have a rookie contract for the quarterback Skillen. So we still
And
have
the
like
team
the
hasn't
window.
really stopped. Yeah, they haven't stopped being a contender. You're talking
Yeah.
about how like the window might close.
Yeah.
It just hasn't. And
It-
now I think it's
yeah.
wider than ever again. It's crazy.
I think that landing Skillen was the big thing, I think, because I was worried about the quarterback spot, and we filled it.
You also retain talent. You continue to sign free agents. The
Yes,
Giants have just kind of stagnated. We're trying to hold on to all these elite players.
It's just
And
it's tough because like you lost Scatterboo. That was you saw
Dart.
a noticeable loss of Scatterboo with the run game, and then now losing Dart. That's like now you're in a really interesting question of is Hunter going to be able to fill the shoes of Dart? We'll see. But I do think that, I mean, the Giants defense could will them to a division title again. But the offense has their work cut out for them. But I mean, receivers are still very good, still good running backs. Obviously, Widener's great. Do have good O linemen. It's just the whole O line isn't good necessarily.
Yep.
But I mean, I still think the Giants can definitely contend. I just think it's definitely going to be a more difficult route to
I agree.
contention. So we'll see. But let's sim to midseason and see where we're at. Any predictions for any teams? I would say personally, I think like we talked about, I think Colts, Steelers, and Raiders teams to keep eyes on.
Yeah.
But Raiders are like the
I-
favorites this season on the AFC.
I agree. I think the Raiders are the favorite in the AFC. And then on the NFC side, I would there's a few. I think the Cardinals are up there. The Niners now with Dart. I think they are definitely. Also on the AFC side, Chargers.
Chargers,
big,
it could
big
be a
shout to
riser.
them.
Yeah.
It
feels like because the NFC, like the Panthers were a big riser, but then they lost a lot of pieces. They could still be good.
I think the Saints could get better as well.
I think the Saints definitely could be good as well. At the midseason mark,
Okay.
oh boy, the Cardinals are 2-5.
Oh, I'm 4-3, leading my division. Okay, this is not what I expected at all.
Very interesting. Rams are 6-1. Burrow is finally taking things to the next level.
Yeah, Seahawks competitive. The Niners are still competitive. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
Rough year here, I guess. I don't know. Holy shit! Weekly awards. Cody Simon had 8 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and 4 recoveries. What in the world are they doing?
Cody Simon is a superhero, bro.
Dude, he's crazy. By the way, Waddle in week 5 had 5 passing touchdowns. The rookie quarterback.
There you go.
But very interesting. Just gonna do the draft class auto generate. Guess what? A ton of D tackles and edges are the top 10. That's it. It's literally just D tackles and edges for the top 10.
This is crazy.
I guess let's look at the Burrow again, top of the passing stats. Not surprising. Scatterboo, top
Yeah,
of
well,
rushing.
also, yep. He also has a new receiver as well up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thomas. Mike
Thomas.
Wilson is on Tampa Bay now. That's fun.
Oh, okay, yep.
Abdul Carter's still leading in sacks, so at least something stays consistent there. Raiders are 6-1, 5-1 Texans led by their new running back, so fair enough.
Browns are 3-4. They kind of slipped a little bit.
They
Did
did.
Josh? Where is Josh Allen still on the Bills?
Yes, he
Let's
is.
check
He's
that.
very old though,
He's
and
an
not great.
ancient.
He's like 80
I've
overall.
really. It's definitely a team we've not really talked about because I feel like
They've kind
they
of just
since the championship, right? The championship
yeah
was there.
they kind of just like went yeah they just kind of like fell off slowly. Bengals are 2-5 even with that offense. Dolphins are still bad. Um, Colts have not risen. They're 2-5. Quarterback play is still probably a question mark there.
For
Chargers are
sure.
3-3. Steelers are 4-3, so they're kind of risers. Chargers, yeah, I don't. I'm interesting. Titans are finally risers here, 5-2, but it's rough to see the Cardinals down here, tied for worst record in the conference.
Yeah,
It's
finally though. I mean, like they were content having three Super Bowls in a row,
yeah,
4 championship appearances in a row. I mean,
dude. We're on a
they kept.
4-game losing streak. How did we lose when
Oh,
we had 4 fumble recoveries from Cody
oh
Simon
wow.
alone? It was 31-17 against the Vikings. I need to look at that because how is that even possible? How do you lose
That's
when you get
rough.
4 fumble recoveries from one player?
Holy shit! I gobsmacked the Buccaneers 41-10. That's fun.
So JJ McCarthy lit us up. Skillen was booty from a butt. Um, Defensively, Dallas Turner got 3.5 sacks. The Vikings sacked
Oh,
Skillen a
fun
ton.
regular season storyline as well. We beat the Jackson Dart led Niners 27-17.
Dude, 6
Wow.
fumbles. Cody Simon forced 2, 4 recoveries for him, 1 forced fumble for Will Johnson, 2 for him. 2, we ought a block field goal in there. I don't know where all these other fumbles exist from, but who knows? But
Yeah, wow. That's rough.
that's insane. Yeah, 4-game losing streak right now. Cardinals started 2-1, and I mean, lost 2 games to the Rams within the first 4 weeks is rough. Lost to the Lions, Broncos, Vikings. Yeah, it's not looking good here for the Cardinals.
We started off in a 3-game losing streak, 0-3, and we've rattled off 4 wins since then, including taking down Dart and the Niners, took down the Colts, the Commanders, and the Buccaneers. So yeah, we've absolutely tried to turn this season around. But I think both of our teams are probably at the worst spots they have been since we've been playing. Probably not for at least not for me actually because of the
You gotta,
1-4 start we had.
yeah,
But
but yeah, that's just it's very unfortunate. I don't know. It's still like the Cardinals are still a very good team. It's just like it's not working right now. So we'll see. Maybe
yeah,
we'll
and
turn
there's
things
still
around.
time. Yeah, there's still time to turn things around
It's just a tough
heading
schedule
into
though.
the playoffs.
Like
It is. Yeah, no,
Raiders are
yeah.
week 9 for us right now, and then we have to play the Niners twice still. I think. So yeah, we'll see. Let's head to the playoffs and see how the rest of this works out. But I have a feeling Cardinals might be missing playoffs for the first time as in Tommy Salami's career.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might
I don't
happen
know.
with the Giants as well. I don't. We were in
I
an
don't
okay
know.
spot. It
Division
depends.
isn't doing great to fight against you, but I don't know. We'll
True.
see. Week 18. Let's see if we get any surprise appearance from the Cardinals in the playoffs. That would be awesome, but I doubt it.
1-5 comeback.
It would be very difficult, and they do not. They go 7-10. Tough
Oof.
year. Giants 12-5.
Wow. We okay. That I don't.
Um,
I didn't. I don't. Again, we didn't expect. Oh, okay.
so
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
Packers are 12-5. Vikings 9-8 sneak in. The Saints win their division 11-6.
Ooh.
9-8 Falcons in the wild card. Rams 11-6 win their division. The Dart
Panthers. Yeah,
like
Panthers missed the playoffs.
Niners, yeah. Yeah, it's brutal. It's very brutal to see no playoffs for the Cardinals. That sucks to see. But AFC, not a shocker. Raiders at 12-5. Bengals with an incredible comeback out. They were 2-5. They won 11. They won 11-1. Or no, that's not how that works.
Oh yeah, we were. I
Nine
think
and
we
one.
were right about the Raiders one
Yes,
seed.
absolutely.
That one.
Patriots got in there. Jaguars did. Chiefs, wild card. Broncos, Steelers as well. 10-7. So there you go. Browns miss by a game. Former Super Bowl champs lose enough games to miss. Chargers 8-9.
Dolphins also again the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah. Texans were 5-2 and they lost 12 straight. Wait, we won 5-0 and they lost 12 straight. That's brutal. That's brutal.
That's rough.
Colts still have not been able to turn things around apparently.
Yeah.
Brutal. We were right about the Raiders and Steelers and also the Saints, I would say.
Yep.
I didn't really expect the Packers to be 12-5, top of the conference, but
I thought the Chargers would sneak into the playoffs again, but yeah, they just didn't.
no,
They didn't.
They just didn't.
They just didn't. Panthers missing is
Yeah.
also a bit tough. I feel like well, we talked about the things they lost. I guess they just couldn't do enough to rectify it.
Yeah,
They were close, but
yeah, and it looks like the
Yeah.
Cardinals will probably have a top 10 pick for the first time in a little bit. Yeah, they're currently at pick 9 at least based on record. I don't know if that will actually change or not, but I guess let's look at stats. We can start with the Cardinals since they're not in the playoffs, and then we'll go to the Giants
Yeah.
and the rest of the league. But Nick Skillen, honestly, not a terrible season. Almost 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 picks, 66 completion percentage, but sacked 50 times is not great. Run game was still very good. Benson, 5 yards per carry, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. Robinson, again, getting involved a little bit, 8 touchdowns, 7 yards per carry almost. Should use him more. Yeah, I mean, the run game not as great as usual, I feel like, just on the amount of yards. But I don't think we were on offense as much because the yardage is just down as a whole.
yeah.
Ramos is still receiver 1, 89 for almost 1,100, 4 touchdowns. Harrison, 850 for 6 touchdowns. McBride, 600 for 6. Jimmy Horn Jr. was our receiver 3 for some reason. Although it looks like actually we had either Trey McBride in the slot or Mike Morris in the slot because we had 2 tight ends set with 500 yards for Mike Morris. So that's fun.
Pretty good.
And yeah, just rough. Line not doing great. Zeke Teague takes over with the tackles, 114. Jordan Birch, 8 TFLs, leads the team. Not great. Walter Nolan still, what a weird stat line, though. 16.5 sacks and 3 TFLs for him is weird. Also, Nathan Payne. What a season.
That might be defensive rookie of the year.
It could
That's
be
up there.
13 sacks, 7 TFLs. He was the one spot I was worried about, but clearly I shouldn't have him because he was very good. Dylan Easley, 8.5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. Honestly, pretty good season pressure-wise. The defense was clearly not the issue. It just seems like the offense just wasn't quite able to convert as much as they normally do.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Maybe something of a technically and obviously he's not a sophomore, but bit of a sophomore slump is in like starting.
Yeah, for his starting year. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it happens. Marcus Robinson had a punt return for a touchdown apparently, but it really wasn't necessarily his. I don't feel like he was terrible. It was really, I think the O-line had a down year pass pro, and for some reason we were on defense way more than we were on offense. So,
Fair enough.
But let's take a look at your Giants and see what led them to 12-5.
So 26
season.
touchdowns to only 6 interceptions for Parker Hunter. Very clean. Very clean. On a 62 completion percentage is solid, not amazing. 54 sacks, 100 passer rating. That's pretty solid. I feel like he actually was clean with the football. I mean, probably the least interceptions that have been thrown by a Giants quarterback.
Dart had that one year, 40 for 6.
Right. So yeah, they're definitely not to that level, but still.
I will say,
very
Parker Hunter currently has star dev, but I suspect he might go up to superstar. Also, he has a ton of active traits on that trait screen, which is
wow. Yeah, he's all sorts of things.
Could be fun to see him play in game, which definitely. I will say if could be fun to see him maybe in the Super Bowl this year. You never know.
Never know, be crazy. Rookies. I don't. Has there ever been a rookie quarterback to make a Super Bowl like starting?
Yes, Purdy.
Purdy made and no, not his rookie year. That
No.
was because they lost the championship that year.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think it's been close. Like, I know Ben Roethlisberger was close his rookie year, but they lost. I know Jaden Daniels was close. They lost. Drake May second year. No, I don't think so. Not off the top of my head, I don't think so.
We'll see. Rushing wise, very interesting. Literally
Yeah.
split running back situation. I
Yeah.
think what happened was Malone probably out overall Najee Gross, and I think he's
Also,
about a running back.
They both missed some
or-
games too.
Oh, that might also play a part in it. Yeah. So we also had a bit of Carlos Lunder in there. Quincy Barber did come in for 4 carries.
No, Coyle
but-
only 2 carries and a touchdown. Brutal.
Oh yeah.
You're taking
He's still on every. I think he's
taking
around
food
a
off his plate.
touchdown every. Yeah. Interesting running year. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, though, over 1,000 yards with those two combined, plus Parker Hunter, 276, 4 touchdowns, not bad at all. He's 30 total touchdowns. Very solid year for the rookie quarterback.
This receiver stat is crazy. Walt
Maybe
Snead's back,
have-
baby.
Yeah. Sorry, but just have to consider. I've not checked that yet. I'm getting curious, but
Oh,
it may be offensive rookie of the year. I don't know. That maybe not
for
enough
for
for
Parker.
Parker.
Probably not, but I think he could get offensive rookie of the year. Is that what you said, or did you?
Oh, it's our offensive rookie of the year,
Yeah,
not
okay.
offensive. Jesus,
No,
not
I think
offensive player of the year.
I was gonna say like Joe Burrow. Well, he's in the AFC, but there's other players. But no, I
Okay,
think it's possible.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
I see what.
Walt Snead,
What happened?
receiver
Walt
one.
Snead- I had believed in Walt Snead. I remember I was a Walt Snead truther. I was like, this
You
guy
were?
could be wide receiver 3, and he just never did anything. But
Yeah.
he is here. Career resurgence. The Charleston Southern legend, Walt Snead, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. What a fun storyline.
Yeah.
I did not think in 3 years,
Yeah,
it'd go from Jackson Dart to Malik Neighbors and Widener to Parker Hunter to Walt Snead,
yeah.
leading us to 12-5, the
Yeah.
promised land.
John Coyle had a. Oh, he missed games. That's probably why he only had 8 games
Oh.
played. So that's probably a big reason why Snead stepped up.
And he averaged 17 a carry. That's great. Also, another guy stepped in, Von Bartel, the rookie
Yeah,
out of Clemson, also had a really solid year, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. Very deep, very interesting, weird year, honestly, as
Very
well.
much so.
Widener, only 500, almost 600, 2 touchdowns. Just not, he's playing well, but maybe it's also just his presence that opens everything up.
Yeah.
Same with Neighbors. I think that's a big part of it.
yeah. I will
Very
say,
solid year.
O-line, very weird. They signed Mason McCormick to play left guard for 8 games. It looks like you did get a center, Drew Kendall.
There you go. Okay.
But your left tackle actually was the worst player on your O-line, 18 sacks given up.
Yeah, to be fair, I think it might have been, if we didn't sign guys, it could have been more. But also,
Yeah.
tackle is the most susceptible.
Very much so.
And also, with how great D lines have gotten, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Honestly, Harrell had a rough year. 9 sacks at the guard positions, not great.
Yeah. I don't know. That's interesting.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting offensive year for your team,
So-
as you said.
Yep. Tackles wise, Cam Bolden leads us like always. He's a superstar now. I mean,
Notice
he's
JD
stud.
Rose though, number
JD
2, 100 tackles.
what happened? Did Javon Holland get injured?
I feel like I think just one of either Hufanga or Rose gets in the sub linebacker role probably a lot. Is probably my
Maybe.
guess.
That's good to see him getting reps because I think he 100 tackles.
Yeah.
He had a
Pretty
very
solid
solid year here.
Yeah.
So you're gonna look at TFLs. 14 TFLs for Abdul Carter, 13 for Mason Graham. Shields looking very solid. 21 sacks for Abdul Carter, another defensive
Yep.
player of the year-esque season.
Probably.
I
Gonna
think
get
this
it.
is probably why this football team went 12-5 again.
Very
This
much
defense
so. Yeah.
lights out, and
They-
I was worried. It's like
Yeah. And they paid
like
him.
they
For a
paid
good
him.
reason.
He's paid. He's
Paid
paid
for a really
here
good
for
reason.
I think 4 more years after this.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You get these guys. You pay
Yeah.
these guys, and I was concerned because
Right.
obviously we lose our quarterback, our running back. I'm like,
Right.
I think this team might be, but you are fielding probably one of the best defenses of the era. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
have to. It's getting up there. Abdul Carter's a multiple award-winning edge rusher. I think he won it the last year we played. Right? No.
I think he won 2 years straight.
He won 2 years straight. I know that, but also didn't he win one before? I'm
3 years straight.
I remember.
We can look at the.
I'm gonna check that right now actually because he has
to pop up.
awards. He's gotten
He's
3 defensive player of the years. Actually 3 straight.
3 straight. Yeah.
Wow.
Could
And
be
defensive
4
lineman years straight, and could be 4 years straight because I think he's probably becoming one of the best defensive players of all time already.
Yeah, he's
Absolutely.
he's at a one of those peaks that like only guys like J.J. Watt and Aaron Donald, Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, like of recent memory at least, have had.
He's probably the best player. I mean, he is the best player in this Giants franchise probably at this point.
I mean, by the end, maybe by
not
the
in
end of
all
his
of Giants
okay,
history.
I was gonna
no.
say this.
In
for
my
sure.
time playing
Yes.
Randy Peake's era of Giants football, Abdul Carter is the best player.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Eric Shields. Eric Shields also had a nice year, 8.5 sacks. Brian Burns kind of starting to regress, I think. I think this might be his last year in New York. Either he's going to retire or I don't know if I don't know how much longer he has on that contract. I don't think he would have gotten paid many years.
This is oh my god, he's getting paid $40 million right now, but it's 1 year left. So I think in their best interest would be to not bring him back.
Yeah.
Especially with Kindley and also the rookie
fucking
from last
superstar
year.
X Factor. Yeah, there's no way, man. There's no way.
There's no reason to bring him back.
Yeah, so aside from that, defense just dominated. I mean, this front seven's dominance. Just no other way to really put it.
Yeah.
Deontay Banks had a solid season. Picked off a few passes. Deflections wise, Deontay Banks also led.
I will say turnovers were never really the Giants' defensive formula. It's always been.
Oh, they did force
sacks.
5 fumbles this season.
That's not a lot. That's not
for us.
Not
it is. I don't remember.
I guess
usually it's like 2 fumbles.
yeah.
But
I don't know. It does. Knighton had 2 blocked field goals for you there. Nice.
Oh wow. Hopefully, I hope he gets to start.
But yeah,
I think he will.
He should. If Burns goes, he definitely should. But I feel like the Giants, like the Cardinals and Giants, have had a lot of differences, obviously, in our time coaching and obviously watching. But I do think the Cardinals were more so turnover heavy, at least when I was playing, and the Giants were more so sack first.
Pressure heavy teams like getting to the quarterback and forcing like errors. Definitely,
Yes.
I agree. I think that is a good.
Yeah. But I do think I was going to bring up it did feel like, they had to choose between bringing Carter and Dart back, and I feel like they thought, which again, it's a tough decision, like literally the 2 most important positions for a franchise, but they felt clearly like Carter has shown to be more valuable for the team. Just based on consistency and production, and clearly it was a good choice. But
I think they were right, which is it's tough to say. I mean, it's weird to say, letting your quarterback walk for your defensive player. It's like I would say 9 times out of 10 the wrong decision. 9 times out of 10, like for elite quarterback or an elite edge, but Abdul Carter's a different breed. Yeah. He's a different level of elite.
And there's questions about Dart too with the Super Bowl or with the performance against the Cardinals, like. Could he step up in big moments?
Now a rookie Parker Hunter getting the Giants to the 2nd seed. I think this is a really good position now. I'm feeling very, very differently than I did at the start of the season.
I think the Giants window, similarly to how the Cardinals did, obviously 7 and 10 year this year, but I think the Cardinals window is still open. They just have to retool next year.
I agree.
But I do think the Giants have opened up their window for pretty much the rest of Hunter's rookie contract, I think.
And I think money's going to open up once Burns steps away. I think
some of the veterans are going to...
Javon Holland, Micah McFadden. There's guys who are getting old who I think are going to step away, and that'll open up money.
You'll be able to get some quality pieces.
And even just retain talent. Absolutely.
Upgrade the O-line, hopefully.
Fuck it, here's open. No, but awesome season. All right. So, playoffs.
Well, I guess we'll look at
real quick.
The whole team statistic, all the player statistics.
Yeah, we can.
Probably another Joe Burrow MVP, 5,200 yards, 36 touchdowns, 4 picks. Mahomes had a great year too. Waddle, though, the Lions rookie quarterback, is probably going to actually beat Hunter for sure. 4,400 yards, 43 touchdowns, 16 picks. Obviously, that's a lot, but you can't really deny that that's insane. Third in the season.
Corey Burrow might be MVP.
He could be too. He's what a turnaround for him because he really just hasn't been able to put it all together until this year. He's been like kind of like just a solid quarterback, but this year he finally has put it all together. Crazy
Yeah.
year for him. Yeah, insane year. You know, Drake May had an insane year down there. Mitch Wild's another great year. Spellman, his best year on the Steelers. So maybe the problem was just the matchup for some of these quarterbacks. So Spellman just a better fit for Pittsburgh, and maybe Carter will be a better fit somewhere else.
It's a good question.
Bryce Young still had a good year too, by the way. 28 touchdowns, 6 picks. Burrow did lead in touchdowns. Waddle led in picks thrown, but you know, I think he outweighed the negatives with the overwhelming positives.
Yeah.
And most sacked quarterback was Joe Burrow 75 times. No wonder. No
Jesus.
wonder. Penix was sacked 73, and then the next lowest was 57 for a Burrow. 2 historically bad O lines here, and that's crazy
Wow.
because Penix they have like invested in their O line.
Yeah.
The
No,
Bengals just
that's
haven't
great.
done a good job, but yeah, Falcons, man,
Ugh.
they gotta protect. I mean, Penix
Ugh.
clearly isn't necessarily the biggest issue; it's the O line.
Yeah,
But oh,
I
yeah, how
assume
did
I don't think
Dart do?
Kylan
We didn't even look at that.
yeah, Jackson Dart, 30 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the Niners. Pretty clean. Yeah, clean stat line. I mean, obviously they're a wild card team. I think well, let me see. I mean, honestly, pretty similar season to my rookie. I think he did maybe slightly better in terms of at least passing.
Yeah.
Um
Oh,
I
Lamar.
think we'll
Oh,
definitely take that trade for sure.
yeah. By the way, Lamar Jackson, I think, has fallen off the earth completely at this point. 3,000
Or
yards,
is
19 touchdowns,
he's
14 picks. He's horrible. Also,
yeah,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts,
Uh,
where is he?
crazy year. Very Kyler-esque, honestly. 2,800 yards, 25 touchdowns, 3 picks, 71 completion percentage. But that run game must have won them games. Also, CJ Stroud is ass. Just
Oh,
put him.
yeah, funnily enough, Sam Darnold, look, he's at the very bottom of everything. You did. I think
Yes, he's a
time's over
backup
for
at
him.
this point,
Sam Reeves is still playing football, of course. I think
as
he
he
took some
should.
backup rep. 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the Cowboys. Lovely to get to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, CJ Stroud's not really doing much.
No.
Dane McQueen not looking too
He was
great.
Yeah, not a good. I mean, the Colts are still just like
Yeah.
they put some good players on the team, but they just still have not
Yeah, Von
done
Herron
much.
having an okay 19 touchdowns, 7 picks is not great. Not the worst, but not great. Cole Marshall kind of fell off a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, Dante
Some of
Jeffries.
these players are still kind of yeah. Like I feel like there's some of the older guys you can tell are kind of starting to fall off. Like Trevor Lawrence still had a decent year, but like he's definitely getting down there. Uh, you see like Caleb Williams even, and some of the younger guys are also still struggling. You know, to
Yeah.
get acclimated. Um,
Take a look at rushing now.
Yeah, but again, I feel like Scotty's led in rushing like 4 years straight now.
Yeah, and
He's
yeah, for the Rams. Actually, Rams are they won their division, right?
yes, they did.
Yeah.
They finally put it
Thanks.
all
Yeah.
together.
It's gonna be Scadaboo versus Dart in the wild card. That's a fun one.
That's crazy.
On different teams. Yeah, right. Niners, Dart,
Yeah,
Rams.
Judkins had the most carries, but yeah, Scotty with the most yards. Uh, you do see like Genty had a pretty good year for the Raiders too. Definitely
Yeah.
noticeable. I feel like a lower rushing year for teams, but still
Yeah,
good.
not as many upper echelon
Yeah,
running backs.
yeah. And then touchdown Saquon had 14. He's still doing his thing. 12 years in, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4.4 yards per carry. He's still looking good. Trevion Henderson, 6 fumbles. Not great.
Yeah.
Broken tackles, Scatterby, 56 led. Makes sense. That's what Scatterby does best.
Yep.
Looking at receiving, Jamar Chase, back to still that receiver one in Cincinnati, 135 catches, 1,600 yards, 11 touchdowns. Crazy year. The Chiefs also now kind of getting up there in the passing charts. Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy both.
Oh, and Rams
up
found
there.
their new weapon, Shontavious Wilbin.
Oh,
19
Jesus
touchdowns.
Christ. He's 6'5", 227. What a, yeah.
Oof,
Also, Chigakonkwo had 90 catches and only 790 yards.
that's funny.
Um,
Oh wow.
yes, that's very interesting for sure. Tristan McDougald still remains to be very good with the Saints. Amon-Ra, really good year
It's
in
like it's like
Patriots.
the Michael Thomas to
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, also Khalil Shakir was a great pickup for the Steelers. 18 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Clearly a good pickup. Also, Malcolm Byron for the Broncos, 18 touchdowns. Don't know who that guy is, but good year for him. Lions, Max McMillan and DK Metcalf, both 1,100 yards, 15
When did
touchdowns, and
DK
19
go to the
touchdowns.
Lions? I might have
No
I forgot.
clue. No idea.
Maybe he
But
traded. There's a chance there's some
maybe.
trades happening.
Michael Wilson also still kicking 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns in Tampa Bay. But yeah, there's a lot of touchdowns this year for the receivers, a ton. Wilbin and Metcalf led with 19. Crazy touchdown production. Dude, Felix Ford, most sacks given up.
I feel like he's been that for like fucking
He's
ages.
he's been terrible. He's an 87 overall. He's the third best left tackle in the league, but like he's just getting cooked. Yeah, he gave up 14, 23, 13, 15, 20.
Yikes.
Not great. Bengal, no wonder he was sacked. Burrow was sacked 75 times. That's still an absurd number to hear. That is crazy. Defensively, Jack Campbell, 164, led the league in tackles. Josh Hines-Allen also has kind of been a very consistently good edge rusher.
Yeah, he has been. He's been up there, I think, quite a few times.
Yeah. Dennis Rowland for the Bucks, 19 TFLs, 13.5 sacks. Don't know who that is, but he's had a great year. Odafe Owe has finally turned his career around somehow with a great season. Shamar Stewart learned how to play football, 15.5 sacks. Thibodeau, by the way, also a Niner,
Wow.
reuniting with Dart. The NFC West
Yeah.
is just taking all the Giants players now. Crazy. In terms of sacks, yeah, Abdul Carter led. Jack Sawyer, 2019. I mean, dude, Oluwafemi Oladejo is still putting up crazy numbers. I don't understand who he is. Also, Michael Williams was a great pickup for the Chargers. For sure.
Nice.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks like Nathan Payne could have a one-way ticket to Defensive Rookie of the Year in the NFC.
I think it's very possible.
Interception leader goes to Nakobe Dean with only 5 this year. Not as many for the highest.
Yeah, not like the 9 interception corners we usually see.
Yeah. Carryon Arnold is a Bengal. He had 15 pass deflections, sure. But yeah, I mean,
Cam Taylor Britt was punching out balls, 3 forced fumbles.
Yeah. Very interesting season. Very, very odd.
It is very odd. This is probably one of the weirder seasons we've had. I think Madden's starting to break down.
Yeah, they're getting confused, but my contract was extended after a 7-10 season. Another 3 years. Let's go.
Oh, there you go. Hopefully, yeah, that's good.
Mock draft 3 is out. I don't really know. Dolphins at the first pick again. Love to see it. Cardinals have pick 9. They're projected to take a D tackle. I don't know. Maybe. Let's see where the Giants are at. Where are they projected? Giants projected to get the 30th pick and take a guard, which, yeah, I mean, definitely could use a lineman.
For sure.
But what do you think here with these playoff matchups? Let's take a look at them.
Yeah, so I think the Raiders are definitely the favorite in the AFC still. Bengals also always ready for a run. I think that's a very volatile team. That'll either be amazing or be poop.
Yeah. Steelers could be sleepers though. They made a lot of changes, so
True. That's why I think they either if they win the wild card, there's a good chance they make the Super Bowl. Like they're that kind of team. Like if
Yeah,
they can win one playoff game, I think they can win multiple.
it's true.
Patriots Chiefs is a fun
Yeah,
wild
little
card
old
matchup
the
there.
two most recent, although two last dynasties prior to the Cardinals, taking each other
Facts.
on.
And Jags Broncos is also a fun little
Yeah.
wild card matchup. I think those are two good risers.
Yeah,
Um, on the NFC side, yeah, Giants Vikings should be a good one. I really hope New York can take care of business there. I think was there a Giants Vikings wild card game? The Giants won it. They were like the 7th seed, right? That was 2022, wasn't it?
probably. I don't remember.
That was with
but
it was Kirk Cousins and it was
probably.
Danny Dimes, whatever. All right. Saints 3 seed taking on the 6 seed Falcons. I think that's a fun one. I do expect Saints to win, and then I think the best wild card matchup is Rams Niners. I
Definitely.
think that's the most fun storyline wise, and also just it's just a fun one. Divisional football in the wild cards always a blessing.
Yeah.
So
I also would be very curious to see. I mean, there's a very good possibility the Giants could play against either their former running back or former quarterback. Next
most
round.
like actually, if they win, I think no. If they win in the, I think they're actually
And
they have to play.
The Falcons would have to.
Uh,
The Falcons would have to win. If the Falcons win and the Giants win, then they will play the winner of the Rams Niners game.
I think the Giants might play the Rams Niners no matter what, because if the Saints win,
Well, if the Saints win, then the Saints and Giants play.
oh, you're right. Okay.
So if the Falcons win, then yeah, you get to either rematch or get to see Scadaboo or see Dart.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Okay, well, the playoff window or the playoff picture is set.
Yeah.
Plenty of fun storylines around the league. Let's see who gets the top. So you want to send the wild card week and
we'll
see.
And we were talking obviously about seeing maybe the Giants take on one of those teams, but they also have to win. So they got to take care of business against the Vikings.
They do. And no, they do
Wow.
not. 35-14.
Jeez. What happened? Talk us
Brutalized.
through it.
Do you want to start?
Let's
start here.
I was just saying start with your game because that's the big one. That's the important one. Yeah.
Man. 4 interceptions, rookie just collapse. I mean, it's
tough.
one hand to rookie quarterback.
It's tough, yeah.
But yeah, 4 interceptions, just not going to do it. JJ McCarthy still playing starter.
By the way,
football.
Hey, don't feel bad. The Vikings beat the Cardinals pretty bad too. So
yeah, well, one of those teams made the playoffs, and
I mean, but one of those teams won 3 Super Bowls in a row. So
yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far.
I would because
maybe the Vikings are a dark.
They could be. Team. They could be. They've been quietly good.
No, so Earl Prince looking great. That rookie running back we talked about looks exceptional. Just the run game wasn't getting going. Marshall Malone was doing
that O line really needs improved because I think once the O line gets a little bit more just improved, you're gonna have a better passing game, better rushing game overall.
I agree. Malik Neighbors okay. He looks okay. He had a solid game. Rest of the receivers didn't do much. Vikings had a solid day in the air. Defense wise, Matthew Langford out of Iowa, 2 sacks.
First round pick.
Graham and Abdul Carter chipped in, but ultimately, just couldn't overcome their 4 turnovers and 4 picks to none is just not really going to win the football game. Ben Coker, the Cokeheads rise up.
Rise up. Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, rookies, playing playoff games is not going to be easy. Regardless of the matchup, like it's tough. It's a lot of pressure.
It's difficult, yeah. And I think Minnesota takes us down there in the wild card. Let's just go with the NFC then.
Yeah.
Thriller. It seems like overtime thriller. New Orleans, Atlanta, and divisional football in the wild card, and Atlanta takes it home against New Orleans on the road.
Yeah.
What a game. Let's take a look here, starting with passing Mitch Wilds looking very, very good despite the loss.
It's the sacks, though.
The sacks.
You saw the Falcons with the second most sacks, 73. Only one today, and Wilds got sacked 6 times.
Yeah, 6 sacks for Wilds, not great. Rushing wise, Cam Bonds had a very solid game. 24 handoffs to him. Ultimately, though, Bijan also had a solid day efficiency-wise for his carries, made the most out of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, through the air was really where Atlanta took over. Christian Watson had a great year, or not great year, sorry, great game, along with Glenn Barnett. And Kyle Pitts had a solid game.
Tristan McDougal, by
Drake
the way,
London, solid game.
with Mitch Wilds, he's a very good receiver. I don't know what his overall is, but he's been consistently at the top of the league.
I think that's a very promising connection, and I think
Oh,
again,
yeah.
the Saints have a bright future.
They do.
And just unfortunately, Atlanta is a very battle-tested team in the playoffs. They've
They've been
made a
through a
few
lot.
runs.
They've been through a lot of injuries. Like I feel like this
Yeah.
is the first year that they haven't had a major injury because they had Penix was hurt against me that one year
Yep.
when they made the NFC Championship. Bijan was hurt, I think last year or year before, and yeah, I mean, so maybe it's just finally they've gotten healthy and been able to put everything together. So
You'd find a lot of trial and tribulation this team has faced, and yeah, Atlanta, yeah, a bunch of sacks, just absolutely
yeah,
got at the quarterback. And then of course,
just a
yeah.
bit of
So
everyone, a bit of everyone got in there. On the
everyone
sacks.
chipped in, and it was just
Yeah,
a great game all around. It was
Still a very close one. I mean, obviously.
absolutely.
So very fun one. Niners taking just absolutely whopping the Rams here, 31-13. Thought this one would be a little closer, but Jackson Dart is an okay game, but he's trying to say the Giants were holding me back from winning a Super Bowl. So we'll see.
Yeah.
He's going to the divisional, taking down the Rams and Cam Scadaboo,
Ooh,
who
Scadaboo didn't run it a lot. It looks like.
yeah, he didn't get many opportunities. Emmett Dunn looking very
Yeah,
good.
you know what? It's because they were down early. The Niners were up 20 or 17-3 at half, and then
Yeah.
the run just they had to get away from it. So
You know, Burrow didn't have a terrible day either. Just also, most quarterbacks got sacked 4 times. Yeah, Burrow had a
Yeah.
56 completion percentage. You just got to complete more passes. Simple as that.
and
Receiving wise,
the run. By the way, just real quick, I guess we've
Yeah.
noticed a consistent thing that the run games for the winning teams of these NFC wildcard games have all been really good. And
yeah, true. Actually, Derek Wakefield had I realized 2 touchdowns,
yeah,
9
him
carries.
and
He has a good.
then Dunn had a great game too.
Jackson Dart also ran in the touchdowns.
Yeah,
So yeah,
there you
definitely
go.
interesting.
So I feel like maybe
Um,
that's something we'll have to keep an eye on is the running game in the playoffs this year.
So we have the Niners, of course. Brandon Ayuk actually led the Niners. He's still a 49er, still
around.
playing well.
After all those years of being like, I don't want to play here, blah blah
He's
blah.
still here. Sontavious Wilden leading the Rams
Goat.
in receiving. Greg Moore is there. Puka Nakua. Malcolm Rainey. Also, I remember we talked about him.
Second round
Fun-
pick,
fun
I
guy.
believe. Maybe third
I
round
believe
pick. I don't remember.
I think he was second. But yeah, no, very interesting. So over the defense. See what the defense looked like. I mean, bunch of sacks on both sides. Honestly,
Yeah.
they were putting sacks on each other.
Yeah,
Kayvon
they were-
Thibodeau got half a sack.
Yeah. Whoa, what happened? Firework
I don't know. Accident, I guess.
Yeah.
But Jared Verse 2 full sacks for him.
He took somebody else. That's wild.
Maybe that he took half of. Oh, he took half of his sack, and also took half of Bryce's 1.5 sacks. Oh, wow.
Man.
That's
There you
unfortunate
go.
for him. Bryce only.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean that's very fun. I mean it's very very fun Niners team this year. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of curiosity for around the league with the whole signing Dart and having Purdy still there. That's just been very interesting, and you know it's working so far.
It is. It is.
And hey,
do
maybe they were inspired by the Browns. You know, they're like, hey, if we can get a really elite quarterback to start, and then we have Purdy as our really elite backup.
Oh yeah, and then you can start
Dart
him in the
goes
Super
down,
Bowl.
and Dart goes down. There you go. You're fine. That crazy.
All right, do you want to walk through the AFC ones?
Sure. We'll start at the top with the upset Chiefs with a little comeback there. Actually, no, they ended the comeback from the Patriots in the fourth quarter. 28-22. Mahomes, he fought his ass off to win this game. Sacked 5 times, still 4 touchdowns, 350 yards, 73 completion percentage. Drake May really didn't do a lot. The run game for the Patriots was what they leaned on. It wasn't incredible, but the Chiefs' run game was also not good. So Mahomes just stepped up more than they did. And Rashee Rice, Bo Moorhead, and Marco Broughton, along with Xavier Worthy, all got involved. Jeff Downs for the Patriots. I don't know who that is, but he got very involved. was their leading guy. And oh wow, yeah, a lot of sacks from Cody Sykes and Josh Simmons, the two tackles for the Chiefs, but they survived. And defensively, Keegan Daly, rookie edge rusher, he had a great season, probably defensive rookie of the year on the AFC side. I think he had double-digit sacks. A couple other guys in there. But also, we talked about the Patriots, I think, last episode being a potential powerhouse, but they still just can't seem to put it all together here.
Yeah, they've kind of struggled to make a deep run. It's been very kind of like lurking, but
Yeah.
just never really striking.
Because they've had great moves.
They have. They've taken shots. The Amon Ra one, most notably.
Amon-Ra, they brought in they had a Nate Wiggins was a big one. They also brought in
Wiggins,
JOK. They've had some good like pickups for sure, but yeah, they just haven't been able to put it all together.
It is hard to take on the Chiefs in the playoffs. I think that's
true.
They're always a threat in the playoffs, and I think definitely going to be hard to take them down. I think Mahomes is getting old there. He's trying to win one more Super Bowl, try to get to one more Super Bowl. It'll be a fun one to see.
Yeah, and they'll go on to take on the division rival Raiders, 1 seed with Jalen Hurts and company. Another fun one. This one is a classic Steelers football 16-9 win, defensive powerful defensive game. Damar Spellman threw 2 picks, sacked 4 times, had a great completion percentage still, but not great. Burrow looked worse in terms of completion percentage, had a pick and sacked 4 times as well. Really, just defense is just hammering home.
Yeah. Wow, there was no run game to be had anywhere.
Run games were
Zaire
horrible.
Whitlock, the 16 yards and a touchdown to lead rushing Thurman Davis.
By the way, the longest rush in that game was 7 yards from 2 different guys. That's it. No one is able to run very much at all. I wonder if there's, I don't know, maybe it was like really muddy in Cincinnati or something. It's just hard to run. But yeah, the run game non-existent. Pass game was all that could be had, and just defensive line got involved.
Handling business with the Steelers.
Yeah, there you go. Pat Bryant. Chase had a good game. Higgins involved. Dylan Thomas as well. Freiermuth still kicking here. Shakir a little bit in there. Felix Ford gave up 3 sacks. Jordan Mailata gave up 3 sacks as well.
Yeah, I think Felix Ford needs to die at this point, bro. Like I don't.
He needs to be flipping burgers. Princely, Uman Mielen, former Panther, with 3 sacks today. Reed Hastings with 2, and a handful of other half sacks from people. Picks from Jordan Battle, Joey Porter, Terrion Arnold. But yeah, defense is just were the theme today or in this game, and Steelers just had a better one and scored more. So as simple as that. And then another defensive battle. Jags, Broncos 16-17. Broncos win in a close one, and neither quarterback again did very well. And yeah, Trevor Lawrence sacked 7 times. Probably a big reason as to why they lost, but still 1-point game. Knicks threw 2 picks. Lawrence threw a pick. Not great. The run game, the Jags ran it decently okay, and I know Dylan Sampson got a lot of carries for the Broncos, but not super efficient there. Receiving though, Malcolm Byron, we talked about him very briefly, had a great game. Compton for the Jaguars, maybe that's who we were talking about for the Jags.
Carlos Compton, yeah, he was definitely the biggest playmaker.
Raiders guy, but yeah, also Marlon Giles, wasn't he first round tight end for them? 2 touchdowns.
Was, yep.
So big plays there, but yeah, very interesting game. The 2 receivers had big games, and touchdowns went to the second receivers. And just Nigel Tucker, by the way, former first round pick as well. 4 sacks from the right tackle spot's rough. Very rough there. Big reason why they lost for sure. 4 sacks for Nick Benito, 3 for Travon Walker, and a handful throughout for the rest of the Broncos, and some picks thrown in there. And yeah, I mean, another defensive game here where just seems like defensive football kind of taken over on the AFC side, other than the Chiefs Pats game kind of being the normal, I guess, that we're used to, with more of an offensive balance. Very interesting. We'll see Steelers Broncos in the other divisional slot there. And I don't know. I mean, right now, to me, I still feel like the Raiders are the team to beat in the AFC, and then
I
the
agree.
NFC. I guess the Niners, but
And
you
the
could make a
Packers were sneaky. I just kind of not realizing
yeah,
one seed.
yeah. You could make a case for them. We haven't really seen anything of what they could do. Um,
I, I think. I mean, Minnesota has to be my sleeper pick right now. I think if
very fair.
that was a very interesting,
They're a dark
and of
horse
course
for sure.
they slapped us, but that might also just been because of our quarterback. You don't really know, and I think the Niners are definitely right. I think the NFC is tight, and the AFC I
It's
think is
yeah,
also tight,
but I
but I
do
think it's
yeah. I think the Raiders are still they're still
yeah. But
very
there's
good.
also you never know. The Raiders could lose to Mahomes and the
Yep.
Chiefs. That's not an easy game. I
No,
think
never.
Steelers are good, but I don't know. I mean, I think
That's
the
gonna
Steelers could
be
beat the Broncos.
yeah.
I
It's
think
gonna be
that's
a low scoring game. I feel like
yeah, no, especially seeing both of those defense. Actually, a fun one. It's a fun
that.
defensive game, I think,
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
should be very fun, and I feel like Chiefs Raiders might be fireworks. Um,
Yes.
and then I mean I don't know this Packers Vikings game. I have no idea how that could go anyway. And then Niners Falcons also the same. I think that could go anyway as well.
Yeah. I'd have to get the slight edge to the Niners, but I think the Falcons could take that for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, and slight edging is always encouraged. So
What we do here, yeah.
yeah, but I guess we can go to the NFC Championship or the championship week, I guess, and
That's it.
see what happens. Um, we'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting. Neither of our teams are here, and Chiefs absolutely walloped the Raiders.
Wow.
Some very
Devastating.
interesting games here for sure. Um,
Okay. Let's do you
uh,
want to start the AFC then? And
sure. We'll start at the top. Chiefs, like you said, might be a scary team to play because it's just Mahomes magic. And it's not even that
yeah.
Mahomes was incredible. He only had one touchdown, 200 yards, but he was good enough to get the job done. Hurts had a okay
Emmanuel,
game.
Emmanuel Bennett,
Oh
3
wow, yeah,
touchdowns. It was a great game.
yeah, great
Um,
run performance for Bennett. And they're honestly the run game across the entire field was really good today in that game. But Bennett was the lead guy. Dalvin Simmons,
Holmes
Raiders receiver, had 2 touchdowns, 100 yards. Worthy
Holmes
and
punched
Rice
one
were
in on
good.
the ground as
Oh
well.
yeah, Mahomes with his rushing touchdown, obviously. Probably ran it all weird like too, with his like
Yep.
weird waddle. But yeah, I mean, very very dominant win for the Chiefs. It looks like they just controlled the clock and ran the ball extremely well. A couple sacks for a couple guys here and there, but yeah, Chiefs gonna be making another AFC Championship appearance, first time since what they lost the Super
The
Bowl against the
Buccaneers.
Eagles, or was it?
Buccaneers.
Or oh yeah, the Buccaneers, the first Super Bowl that we had, right?
Yeah. Yep. The first one we watched.
That's true. Yeah, that's it's been a while. Mahomes has been kind of missing the playoffs a ton recently. Just started kind of making things turn around here as some guys were like Kelsey retired and a lot of changing of the guard, but Mahomes stuck around and is trying to will this team to a 7th seed Super Bowl. And Steelers Broncos, definitely a lower scoring game, but it's still more points than I kind of expected. Bo Nix threw all 3 of the touchdowns, sacked 1 time, which was a big reason why they won
Our
because
Spellman, yes, 6 sacks and threw a
yeah,
pick. Not great.
yeah. Neither quarterback completed a lot of passes, but Spellman was just the worst quarterback today. The run game for both teams really very inconsistent. I mean, Harvey was good on his 4 carries, but like outside of that, no one could run the football. Um,
Yeah.
Giles had another touchdown. Byron had another 2 touchdown game there. So yeah, the Broncos. Oh man, Jordan Mailata might be cooked. He gave up 4 sacks this week, 3 last week. Yeah, he might be.
Yeah, all 4 sacks were well, no. Wait, plus there's more than 4 sacks, but yeah,
Yeah, that's
so
brutal. Yeah,
there's
Angelo Delgado and Roberto Morales with 2 sacks along with other guys in there, but that's brutal. Tyler Newbin, the former Giants safety, with a pick. The Giants Broncos pipeline is also very prevalent still.
that is. Yeah, that is. You're right.
Um, yeah, Broncos going to be taking on their division rivals, the Chiefs, and it'll be very interesting to see who can outplay each other because the Broncos defense, like I said, I think they're very good. And but Mahomes is Mahomes, so you never know.
West clash. It's a 5 seed and the 7 seed, and same on the NFC side. It's gonna be a 5 seed and a 7 seed.
Yeah,
Very
very fun.
all wild cards. It's actually have we seen that before in this franchise or no?
Uh,
More wild
not
cards like
last year
4
was 3.
beyond.
I don't know about 4.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a full no
Probably
division
not.
winner
I don't think so.
like championship weekend. But
Yeah.
let's take a look at Vikings Packers. Of course, Vikings toppled the Giants, and they are going to
Crazy.
topple Green Bay.
Dark
And I said
horses.
it. I think the Vikings are a dark horse. AJ McCarthy just handling business. I think Jordan Love also played. I mean, played pretty good. He had the extra touchdown over McCarthy, but also I honestly kind of outplayed him. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
25 for 30. I think Jordan Love did everything he could, but ultimately, run game wise, doesn't much running, but whatever running there was had. Actually, Clayton Bingham ran pretty solid, just didn't give many carries. Claxton was a fucking bot. I don't know why I think Bingham should have gotten more carries, but
Probably.
Earl Prince did solid enough, did okay enough to do something there. And yeah, also Arian Brown and McCarthy punched one in on the ground. Matthew Golden had an incredible game, but also Minnesota, I mean, they responded with 200-yard receivers of their own this game. Addison and Jefferson
Yep.
having incredible games. Jaden Reed had a good game. Very just a lot of passing, a lot of receiver work, and go over to the defense. I think the defensive plays were really what made a difference. Yeah, 1 sack for Xavier McKinney, and the Packers. Sorry, I lost the defensive page. Here we go. Yeah, no picks. It was a very clean game all around. Yeah, just a couple of sacks, and yeah, I guess just Minnesota played better team football. I think the extra bit of running production helps them, and ultimately they were just the more well coached team. They get a 31-21 win over Green Bay, and lastly, 14-10, Niners Falcons. Jackson Dart's going back to the championship. He is gunning for a Super Bowl with San Francisco. Pretty bad day for both quarterbacks.
Yeah, but one clearly worse because of their O-line. I mean,
yeah, the O-line, he threw a pick, and yeah, Dart just basically game managed.
Yeah, didn't get sacked at all. Either very clean pocket.
Also, that Niners run game was actually pretty good.
Yeah, the Emmett Dunn guy might be really good.
Yeah, but
also, whoa, yeah.
They're got some work.
They got a nice duo. Like maybe the second coming of Benson, Marcus Robinson, possibly.
Maybe Dart also punched a touchdown on the ground. Actually, the only rushing touchdown of the day.
There you go. The 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Glenn Barnett had a solid game for the Falcons, but Brandon Ayuk was the Niners' leading receiver. Not much happening with receivers, really. Again, it was very run heavy.
Emmett Dunn, by the way, had the receiving touchdown from Dart.
Good.
So
it's nice. Yeah, no, Falcons. I mean, Devin Myers let up 3 sacks.
He's a bust. Second overall pick. He's terrible.
He stunk. Bryce Malone, Ryland Kinney, Kayvon Thibodeau.
Nice.
The sack.
Former Giant.
Dorian Williams. Go Bills. Dorian Williams. No, incredible game. Diamador Lenore with the lone interception as well. Yeah, no, great game for the Niners. Yeah, very defensive heavy, but ultimately that Niners run game did just enough to edge them to the championship.
Yeah, maybe talking about edging. I'm in.
So Niners, Vikings, Chiefs, Broncos. What are your predictions?
Man, I'll say it's really up in the air because I feel like any of these teams could surprise me. But I do think it's tough with the Broncos defense being as good as they are. I think I'm going to take the Chiefs with Mahomes. I think they've been on another level again. Like they're back to those prime years with Mahomes winning those Super Bowls. I think they're going to go back to a Super Bowl. And then on the NFC side of things, I don't know. It's tough because the Vikings have been such a crazy dark horse, putting up 35 and 31. But I think the Dart-led Niners are going to finally make it to a Super Bowl again, and they're going to have a Super Bowl rematch for the 3rd time. Niners, Chiefs. Yeah. Dart finally makes the Super Bowl.
Without the Giants, the first year, and not a New York Giant, that would suck. But yeah, I actually have opposite predictions of you. I was going to go Broncos. I just love the Broncos defense. I know that the Chiefs were hammering through teams, but I don't think the Raiders defense I think was pretty solid, but
I don't think they're Broncos level. I think the Broncos defense has brought another level of play, and I think the Chiefs. I think it'll be a close game, but I mean, I think there's a reason the Broncos are a higher seed than the Chiefs in that division. I think they're just a better team, and I think I'm going to take them. As for the NFC, I love Dart. I mean, I honestly I do want them to maybe win a Super Bowl. I know it sucks not with the Giants, but I think Minnesota just they're I mean, you go and you beat the 1 seed, you beat the 2 seed, and I know the Chiefs did that as well, but I think the difference here is that the Niners aren't really that high tier of a team on defense or offense. I think they're a very well rounded team. I think they could definitely lose this game, but I don't know. I just feel like the Vikings have everything going for them. The Niners kind of squeaked out a win against the Falcons. I feel like the Vikings been a very convincing team. Give me Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean that's very fair. Like I said, I think it's really up in the air. I think any of these teams could make
I
it
agree.
here.
It could be, yeah, we could both be wrong. It could be a mix of the two. I think it'll probably be a mix of the two. I think
Could
one of
be
us will be
two
right
7 seeds,
on
two
both.
5 seeds, possibly. Who knows? But
Maybe.
we'll have to see here when we sim to the Pro Bowl week and see what the Super Bowl matchup will be. And it's gonna be Niners Broncos. So we are both wrong. It's the 2 5 seeds taking each other on, both convincing wins as well. So I guess we'll start with the AFC. Broncos win by 10. Just kind of held the Chiefs from scoring in the second half, and were able to just run away with it in the end there. Both quarterbacks played pretty well. Nick's safer with the football and also was cleaner in the pocket. 4 sacks on Mahomes, 1 pick for Mahomes, but yeah, I mean, Broncos love running with Dylan Sampson, even though he does not run for very much yardage. The run game for Bennett,
he's like the Najee Harris of
yeah,
Denver.
pretty much. Emmanuel Bennett, very down game for the Chiefs. The run game just not existent for them. Worthy fumbled the ball once, and I mean the receiving game for the Chiefs were there, but yeah, the Broncos defense just held them in the second half. And they held on to the I feel like they ran the clock down quite a bit with the run game, even though they couldn't run it extremely well. They were able to just tick the clock down enough. And obviously Nick Bonito leading this defense with 2 sacks. Big reason why they are going to a Super Bowl. And with both, by the way, former Cardinal and Giant safety, Jalen Thompson, and now Tyler Nubin, as we said. Starting there. Both half sacks in the game, and then Patrick Surtain with a pick. Very interesting team build here. Also had the forced fumbles, so Surtain was busy today. But yeah, I mean, Broncos, like you said, I think their defense absolutely lights out. Holding Mahomes and company to 17 and not allowing any points in the second half was a big reason. And Broncos will be going to their first Super Bowl since Manning. So that will be interesting. And then see on the NFC side how you think about this.
Yeah, the Vikings, you were right with the Niners call. I mean, the Vikings, I was buying into the Cinderella run, but it's over. I mean, the Niners are the better team. I'm more than willing to admit that, and I think they just did more than enough. Look at this run game. Holy crap. Okay, hold on. Let's start with quarterback play. Yeah, McCarthy just 4 sacks, threw a pick, 1 touchdown, and Dart was super safe. Threw under 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and did what he had to, and the team around him did the rest. Rushing wise, Emmett Dunn and Wakefield had another very solid game, along with Jackson Dart chipping in on the ground over 100 yards rushing. Vikings didn't really get quite the same rushing production. They were okay with both McCarthy and Prince combined, but not the same level. Receiving wise, they did outplay the Niners. I mean, they were getting more yards through the air. They got Justin Jefferson the ball, Seth Oliver the ball, but just Pete Schwartz with 2 touchdowns, and Jordan Watkins stepped in with a touchdown. The Niners were just a better team. They were the more complete team. I think defensively, I think the Niners took over. Ryland Kinney, Bryce Malone, Nick Bosa, all with sacks for the Niners, along with Jose Escobar and Dorian Williams stepping in there. Vikings gave a bit of fight, but yeah, they just couldn't stop this Niners defense. I think they played super well today, and on offense, they did enough to win.
Yeah,
Amador Lenore also got a pick.
Another one, back-to-back weeks.
Another one, yeah. So it'll be Jackson Dart going to the Super Bowl for the first time in his career with the San Francisco 49ers.
And the Denver Broncos, who kind of stuck up on us. I don't think we were really talking about the Broncos, but they have
Yeah.
quietly assembled one of the nastiest defenses, and they've guided them to a Super Bowl. They scored under 30 points in all their games. They didn't score 30 points once. Of course, their best showing was against the Chiefs, but they didn't let up over 20 points in their playoff run either. So very, very good performance there.
Yeah. Very fair. I think it's interesting, yeah, because the Broncos have I feel like they've been in the playoffs like most years. It's just they've never been able to really make it past their first game. I
I
feel
have to
like
double check that.
they were
Actually,
like the 2 seed
whoa.
last year, weren't they?
So no, last year the Broncos were the fourth worst team in the NFL.
Oh, the year before they were
Yeah.
high. I feel like they
They
were
were
2 seed
yeah
at one
last
point.
2 years ago they were a wild card team. I think they were the year before that they were divisional. They had a big down year last year, and I think they just kind of had to reload and rebuild, and they've come right back out and made the Super Bowl. It's going to be another huge jump in the rankings. But no, what a great turnaround.
Absolutely. I think that defense, obviously, as you said, and we've kind of just hammered it home that defense was the key for
We're gonna
sure.
have to look at these rosters here in a second.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think we're
just
also about to watch a
yeah
Super Bowl.
switching things
You're good.
around here.
You're good. Do you need me to kick your coach out real quick?
I already did. Ahead of
Got
you,
it.
buddy.
Okay. You got me.
I
Dang.
I did.
You freaking got me. So very, very fun. Okay. I like it. I like this little matchup here. I think this is two teams. I don't think they've really gotten much spotlight. Of course,
True. Yeah.
I think both of. How do you feel about the Niners making the Super Bowl? Because I don't know how to feel about Dart making the Super Bowl.
Well, I will tell you in 1 second once I change my things around real quick.
You're good.
All right. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, not a single. Every single winner was on the road in the wild card. I'm like 5. Wow.
Hello.
Give me like
Hello. Hello, hello.
hello, hello.
Okay, just had to switch my mic and get everything set up here, and I'll get get in here. Okay. We are quick on the switch here. Okay. But yeah, sorry, what did you ask me about the Niners being in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. How do you feel about the Niners being in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, so as the Cardinals owner, obviously not excited to see our division rival there. But I do feel like it's been time for them because they've been around, they've had a couple seasons for sure where they've been in the playoffs, they've had good years, and it just feels like they were due for one eventually. And it's very controversial what they did with bringing in Dart on that, I mean, cheap contract, but they just felt like he was maybe the thing missing because Purdy maybe just wasn't quite enough. But it's tough to say at the same time because you know you never really could really say, I guess, with
Yeah.
I don't know, it's really tough to say, but I think the Niners are a very good team. Just looking at them right now, their record overall is 88 overall, or just not record overall, just their overall. I think I'll take over the. I don't know. I'm thinking the Niners just because maybe having more NFC coverage is better, because then we'll
Yeah.
guarantee a Super Bowl more likely.
Sure.
And then again we could just kick Blaze Bowl again if we need to. But why is I hate when this screen gets all, it's doing that thing again like I said yesterday where
Right.
the text box at the bottom shows up for no reason, but it's fine. I'll deal with it. But either way, yeah, we're I mean, I don't know. How do you feel about seeing your quarterback Dart from last season
Oh,
now being a Niner?
yeah, I don't quite know how I feel about it. I think yeah, it's rough because I mean I'm glad for him obviously as a player getting there, but it's just it sucks because we had him. I feel like we had the team around him. We were close. We were knocking, but just could not break through. And then, of course, he goes into a great situation in San Francisco, a team that's kind of was putting everything together, and he's made it. So I it's tough for me to say. I feel like I'm. It's also bittersweet. Like if they lost, I'd feel some solace in that, admittedly. But
Yeah,
also, if he wins it, I mean, good for Dart. It's a toss up. I think I would slightly root for the Broncos. I mean, I feel like they've been really loyal with Bo Nix. A lot of teams have not been loyal with their quarterbacks.
very
Bo
true.
Nix been loyal with him. They've kind of just continued to quietly build around him, and I don't know. I feel like the Broncos. I feel like it's time. I feel like they definitely deserve one, and I also think the Niners could deserve one.
Absolutely.
I do feel bad for Purdy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I will say, okay, could you show, because I can't see the Pro Bowl roster now that I'm the Niners, can you go look at the Pro Bowl roster? I'm looking at your screen now, so we
sure
can go
thing.
over
So you
that
can
real
take a
quick.
look here. Ori Burrell is the NFC Pro Bowler. Obviously, Joe Burrow, AFC Pro Bowler. Mahomes, AFC Pro Bowler. Jordan Love, NFC Pro
Wow.
Bowler. And Parker Hunter is a Pro Bowl quarterback in his first
Just
year.
just like Skillen last year. He was the third QB, I believe.
There you go. So that's a fun one to see. Scattaboo here, of course, having a great career with the Rams, but ultimately not finding the same success that he did with the Giants playoff wise, but still some great stats, great seasons. Saquon Barkley, Ashton Genty, Eubanks, I believe that's the Bears running back, and
Yes.
Brees Hall, of course, there, fullback, yada yada. Wilbin is the wide receiver one for the NFC. It makes sense. I think he did have a really good season.
Yeah, that was the
For,
19 touchdown
yep,
guy,
yep.
I think.
Jamar Chase, Amon Ra, Rashi Rice, and Xavier Worthy all makes sense to me. Um, yeah, Chiefs, and had a pretty good year. McDougal, McMillan, who's M McMillan? I know M McMillan.
I can't remember, but I will
Sounds
say
familiar.
DK coming back from the dead is crazy.
Oh,
Never
wow, yeah,
expected that.
that one is a little crazy. Akeem Barrington, remember he was a draft
Yes,
pick, I believe, for the
Saints, I
Saints.
think,
Yep,
or
Saints.
Saints or
Sounds right.
yeah, either that or Bears. I can't remember.
So Colston Loveland, Chigoziem Okonkwo having a career resurgence.
Yeah, to some
Uh,
degree.
Malcolm Hoffman, Wilkinson. He looks forward to being a Pro Bowler. Seems
That's funny. That's like a
diabolical
prank.
and
They pranked him.
pranking. I guess just his over. I think it's just overall based. I have to assume.
Yeah.
Weston, Sheldon, a couple of guys maybe I don't really recognize. Quentin Nelson, of
No.
course, we know
Yeah.
that. But
Who's
Eric
that?
McCoy, Linderbaum, Beebe. Oh, what's his name? First name? Something
Cooper
Beebe.
Beebe.
Cooper Beebe, sure. Ratledge, I think, is also a real player.
Yeah, Tate Ratledge.
Ratledge. Carlos Harrell. Shout
Yeah,
out to
I agree.
the Giant up there. Tyler Smith.
Tyler Booker
Booker.
too.
Yep,
Both
Oakley.
Tylers.
Sewell, Alt, and Bobby Wilkins has been a great tackle. He's been a Pro Bowler many years.
Nigel Tucker also sucked, so that's kind of
And
funny.
Nigel Tucker stinks poop from a butt, and I don't know. Dual Carter, yes, makes sense. Aladejo,
Absolutely.
of course, Madden legend.
Yeah.
Shamar Stewart, third verse. Fayowe, Hines Allen, James Pierce, Sandler. I think he's a
Seth
rookie
Sandler,
or a
maybe.
young guy. Uh,
Caldwell. Can't remember
Caldwell,
him.
Hackett. I remember he was from young D tackle. I think Derek
Yeah.
Harmon, real player. Or
Yes.
Horo is also a real
Ruka
player. There you
Roro.
go. Ruka Roro.
Roro. What a name.
Um, Walter Nolan. There you go. There's
Goat.
some Cardinals
Goat.
representation. He's there.
He's there.
Leah
Deserved it.
Fau, Sam, a couple of Sam guys.
I will
Edwin
say
Cooper.
it would have been so cool to see the rookie edge rusher there, but it was too crazy of an edge group in the NFC.
Too insane, too
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah, no.
Too
Edwin
many
Cooper.
testicles.
Too much edging.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of edging, Edwin Cooper and Fred Warner, Kobe Dean, Sherrod,
Troy
Sherrod,
Sherrod.
Titans legend, I believe.
Yeah.
Omar Spates, Nick Martin. Holy moly, Nick Martin still.
Teague's my guy. That's my guy.
There's Teague. There you go. There's Teague. He actually had, I think, like 7 sacks and
He did. He
yeah,
did.
nice
He was up there for some reason.
Wusu Koromoa. There you go. T. Jenkins, I think that's one of the younger guys that were drafted. Terrence Peake, just continuing a great career with the Browns. W. Callaway, I think it's also a younger guy.
Yeah.
Terrian Arnold. There you go. And I think 2 more younger guys, Will Cox, Friedman, Cam Taylor Britt sneaking in here, and D. Ware. I remember him. DeMarcus Ware?
No, that's a real
No.
that's Broncos legend edge rusher, but Broncos on the mind. I couldn't tell you,
DeMarcus.
but you do have
I was gonna.
Rose and Holland.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow. Okay, we have 2 Pro Bowl free safeties.
Nice.
That's really
There you
interesting.
go.
Because I don't think either of them started at the same time. They just both.
That's awesome.
They were
There you go.
they were working. No Hafunga.
They were working that. Jay Pittman and Grant Delpit's there. Brian Branch and Jordan Battle. A couple of kickers here: Pinero, Dye, Taylor, Cook, and
Yeah, some names.
yeah, some names, some guys.
Only 2 Cardinals. It sucks to see, but it makes sense because of the
And only
down year.
I think well, we had a couple of Giants in there, but not
Yeah.
as many.
Definitely down year, the worst year for both of us, definitely.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. But I'm gonna switch back to my screen here because
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna switch to your
looking at
screen as
this
well.
crazy thing that's gonna be happening this next offseason. Purdy and Dart both 1 year left on their deals.
Oh, I mean, you re-signed Dart, right?
You kind of have to,
wow.
right? If they have the money, but like Purdy,
Imagine neither of them come back.
I
That'd be
mean, that's
funny.
possible too. Purdy's gonna be on the market, and who knows where he goes? Who could say? But we will head to the Super Bowl week. Can you?
Do you want me to? I got
yeah.
you. I got you.
We can look at yearly awards, and then we'll look at the rosters, and then go into the Super Bowl here. So let's see. We've got yearly awards. Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP.
Interesting.
Corey Burrow finally gets up there at 2. Some interesting names. I don't really feel like Bo Nix was he was good, but he wasn't like crazy stat line wise.
True.
Parker
Or Hunter being up there is
number
interesting.
9. Yeah,
Wow.
I guess the rushing did help a little bit. Randy P, Coach of the Year, which fair enough. Rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
He's continuing to keep a franchise afloat. Going through the transition, not easy,
Yeah.
and almost won the conference. I mean, they had a great year,
Yeah.
regular season wise, for sure.
No Tommy Salami, first year not in the top 10, sadly. Just quickly running through Offense Player of the Year, you had Burrow, Oladejo, of course, Defense Player of the Year, William Jaramillo. The receiver, I believe, for the Steelers. They've had some nice pickups. Keegan Daly for the Pats. Mahomes, best QB. Judkins, best running back. Rashee Rice, best receiver. Damian Lewis, best lineman. Best D-line. Oladejo. JOK, best linebacker. Delpit, best DB. Will Reichard, best kicker. Moving to the NFC, Shontavious Wilburn.
Wilburn, the Rams go.
Crazy DK Metcalf. I can't believe how he just showed up. I thought he retired or something at this point, but he's still. Oh, Max McMillan's the Lions receiver too.
Max McMillan.
That's the M McMillan. Parker. Hey, you said Offensive Player of the Year. He was in contention. He was above Scadby, which I think's wild. I don't know about that, but yeah, I mean, Hunter's up there. Defense Player of the Year is your guy, of course.
Carter. He's actually going to be one of the best defensive players of all time at the end of this.
Probably, yeah. But look at this duo, Owe and Verse.
Yeah.
Pretty
Hopkins
solid.
Had 3 in a
Hopkins. No wonder. They had a pretty good defense, I will say. I mean, they made it pretty far, and I am shocked actually by this stat. I am shocked by this.
Picks must be killing Waddle. I have to assume.
You'd have to assume. I think even with the picks, you give it to Waddle.
I agree,
especially because the Lions haven't been a good team for a while, and he kind of turned that team around to being like okay, whereas the Giants, Hunter, just got placed into a great team.
True, but he also wasn't playing with the best O-line. Sure. He's playing with middling linebacker. I still agree, but I think I understand why.
Von Bartel.
Von Bartel he actually did have a little step in season, but I think also I've not seen I don't know if Waddle was doing much on the ground, but yeah,
probably
I think
not.
Less interceptions. I think Hunter was doing more on the ground.
He was safer with the football. I guess
safer with the ball. And also their team just played better. They were just is
I guess they probably took maybe the record as well into like, rookie quarterback going 12-5. It does play
yeah.
into factor, defense rookie of
Right.
the year.
So
There we go. Nathan Payne finally bringing defensive
there you go.
rookies back to Arizona. A long
This
history
is
there.
actually a very interesting reflection, I believe, of the first year of
First
Cardinals Giants
two,
franchise.
maybe. Well,
I think
I don't know
I
if you
think
had
because I remember
a
year
rookie of the
one,
years.
offensive rookie of the year was Scadaboo, and
Yeah,
you had
Walter
I
Nolan.
think it was Walter Nolan.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if you
probably
had
full circle.
a rookie the second year. Oh, Widener, maybe.
Why I don't actually know. Was he? He might have been. We have to check the leak history in a second, but I
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe. But because I know Dylan Easley was defense rookie of the year, the second year. So very possible, but no Giants. We do have Nigel Jones, who I don't know who that is. The free safety did not make the cut here, which is all right. Corey Burrow wins best QB. You also see Waddle at 3 and all the way down at 6 is Hunter. So, interesting consistency.
Interesting.
Skillen makes it at 10. Okay. Scadaboo still winning best running back because he's just been consistently good. What is Isaiah Pacheco doing? I don't know. But Trey Benson at
He's still
7.
playing on the command.
I swear I remember they picked him up. I remember the Commanders
Uh,
picked him up, and he's been
yeah,
lurking, bro.
he's
I
been
don't think
yeah, he's been there. Wilbin with the best receiver. Um, Pete Schwartz, interesting, and Mike Wilson, dude, what a late career resurgence for him. No Malik, no who was it? It was Walt Sneed. No Walt Sneed here.
that makes sense. There was a lot of
Yeah,
guys there. In that
that's
room.
true. Sam Cosme, I think it's back-to-back years best O lineman. No Cardinals or Giants. I think that's reasonable. Best D line, obviously Abdul Carter. Not shocking. No Walter Nolan. I thought he would have been maybe at the bottom couple here, but gets snubbed there. Best linebacker N'Kobe Dean. Zeke Teague at 2. I'll take that. Turning things around here in the linebacker room. Ben Coker, Cokeheads rise up. No Giants. Best DB Taj Jenkins for the Lions. Brian Branch at 2 as well. Cordell Flott there for Panthers.
Yep.
Um, and Will Callaway. That's that corner that we were curious about as the Pro Bowler. And get Deontay Banks at 9. There you go. And no Cardinals. Eddie Pinheiro, best kicker. Cardinals, Josh Carty, and Giants. No one because Jake Bates left. But yeah, very, very interesting season just all around. Just looking at the injuries we see here, RJ Harvey, Michaels, Cofield, and Marvin Mims. Marvin Mims looks like he's ready to go, but he's probably on IR, so they can't bring him back. But some injuries there. And then looks like just Sanborn will be missing, and then Bradley and Waldron are both on IR for the Niners. So weirdly, the Niners not the most injury-prone team. But I guess we just hop into this one.
At the rosters.
Oh yes, let's do that real quick. We'll start with the Niners. Do you want to talk about the Niners?
Jackson Dart. No, you talk about the Niners. Sure, it's your division, yeah.
Sure. So obviously Jackson Dart, we talked about him. He's been a huge main character in our franchise, but he's really taken things to a different spot here. It's very, very odd situation here with Purdy and him. But very curious to see what Dart can finally do in a Super Bowl. And we'll see. But he's very good. Emmett Dunn also has been very good on this run to the Super Bowl. 87 overall. But he's pretty good. Derek Wakefield also been a nice 1-2 punch with him. Pete Schwartz has been a pretty solid receiver. Ayuk's consistently around. Watkins is here, so that's something. Mason Taylor, they picked up. Preston Malone, decent tight end duo. Jeff Glover, he was a former first-round pick, I believe, for them. He's been pretty solid, it looks like. They do have a rookie left guard. Center, Javier Guerrero's not terrible. They have Jenkins, and they have Dominic Pooney. He's still very good. And then Angelo Santos, I think maybe he was a first-round pick too. Pretty solid O-line. Nick Bosa's still around, still very good. Kayvon Thibodeau will be starting as well, former Giant. Obviously just kind of got pushed out because of Abdul Carter and Brian Burns being around. Bryce Malone has developed into a really good D-tackle. Alfred Collins is still here. Rylan Kinney, very good as well. Leo Chenal, I was worried about him for a while ago. That was a long time ago. If you remember free agency, they picked him up, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. But it's finally coming to fruition where he ends up bringing
Yeah,
this team.
Leo Chanel had you sweating a little bit. I remember.
Yeah, and he was very good against me, but he finally gets a Super Bowl run with this team. Junior Colson's their Mike linebacker. No more Fred Warner season. He left. Dorian Williams.
Superstar. Wow.
Yeah, there you go. He's pretty good here too. Diamador Lenore, who's been getting picks. Nardo Green, Tevin Truman. I think corners are going to be a little bit of a weaker spot for them overall.
Yeah, Lenore has had a great playoff run. So
yes. Then Brian Cook at free safety, Jose Escobar at strong safety, Harrison Butker. He was a big reason why they lost a couple Super Bowls to the Niners, or to the Chiefs, I should say. So they brought him in. They love a guy who likes traditional women values. Just keep them in the kitchen, keep them in the kitchen, and let the men do all the hard work. Apparently, he loves that. But anyways, yeah, I mean, this team, I think on paper might be the better team, but we will see. I think they have a good shot to win this, but let's take a look at the Broncos.
Yep, that's very good commentary on Harrison Butker. What an interesting person.
What a guy.
Oh, all right, so yeah, actually, let me I can walk through this if you'd like. Let me get on this real quick so I can kind of scale it at my own pace. Head on over to Denver Broncos. So of course, at quarterback, you have Bo Nix. They drafted in the 2024 NFL draft. Am I draft right?
Something like that.
I think it's 2024 NFL draft. Yeah, 2023 was Caleb. Yeah. So 2024 NFL draft. Bo Nix has been great for them. Honestly, he's been very consistent. I don't think he's been like a bad, really. I think he's been very middle of the pack these past few seasons. Have of course got this team to a couple playoff appearances.
He had that one. He had that one crazy year. I forgot about 42 touchdowns. The one pick.
Yep.
That was 4 years ago.
Oh yeah! Wow. Thank you for reminding me.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, never mind. He actually has been elite some years, but
yeah, not all, but yeah, some.
42 just randomly decided to do that, but
yeah.
Oh, he's I think he's still a great quarterback. I think he'll still definitely has the chops. Very interesting running back situation here. Dylan Sampson is leading the charge here alongside still Tyron Tracy's still in the Broncos, by the way. I don't know how he's still on this team, but he's here. He's hanging around.
That's hilarious.
And
that's
running back 3. Noah Aldridge is
that's crazy.
Also here playing the running back 2 position. Fullback. They actually have a fullback, funnily enough, but heading to wide receiver, this is the weakness of this team. What the actual hell, they're not looking too good at receiver. Honestly, Oscar Huerta, solid. Malcolm Byron,
he's been stepping up though. Like he's been kind of.
He has been stepping up, but aside from these two, Mac Berry is your wide receiver 3. He's not that good. He's kind of butt. This is actually only 4 receivers rostered, and they have Ben Sinnott. If they get into a 5-man. 5 wide, Ben Sinnott's going to be stepping in there. It's fun, but they also have some help. They're probably the biggest weapon that Bo Nix has. Marlon Giles, that draft pick from I believe a couple years ago, the one we actually spectated that draft and had a commentary on him. Giles, he's become a superstar. He's become the Kelsey to the Mahomes, but for Bo Nix, of course, and excellent tight ends. Ben Sinnott behind him. Head over to left tackle. Emmanuel Curtis,
former first-round pick.
Tackle. Former first-round pick.
Dave Brzezinski, former Cardinal backup left tackle, as the backup.
Oh, good shout. There you go. Jacob Lewis at left guard. Not the greatest, but I think he's there. Center-wise, they have Nick Riveroni and a little bit of depth there. Quinn Miners, one of the best offensive linemen in football. Absolute stud.
Yeah, I'd like to just input my thought here of I'm pretty sure you said that you love Miners.
I do. Well, I love this player. Quinn. I love Quinn quite a bit. Yes, I do quite like Quinn.
Yeah, sorry to throw that on you. That was just he doesn't. I think.
No. So I think you think.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I don't know you that well.
Preferably, no. What?
I don't know you that well, and I've already talked to you online.
God.
So how am I supposed to know?
We're devolving. Just like Madden simulation, we're devolving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Blake Fisher, 81 overall, right tackle. I think ultimately the O-line has some weak spots. Like I think they're Yeah, not the greats, but their tackles are really good. So I think
Yeah.
against the
And
against, you know,
Miners is elite still.
well, yeah, sorry, yeah, I forgot. Miners is a guard actually. Right
It's
tackle's
just
pick, not the greatest, but I think Blake
yeah,
Fisher's okay.
they should be okay. I think they'll handle themselves.
Yeah, especially against the pass rush they're facing, which
It's good,
is
but it's not like the best that they could have seen, I don't think.
I agree. I think they'll should be able to hold up okay. Defensively, Angelo Delgado starting at left edge. Landon Jackson also found his way here. So good for him. Was he always a Bronco? I know. I swear he was on another team.
I don't remember.
I almost.
Maybe.
I thought he was last season. Wasn't he on like the? Oh, whatever. I'm gonna lose myself thinking.
He's been in Denver for more years than he was with the Bills, actually.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That makes. There you go. Okay. Right edge. Nick Benito, of course, the leader, I'd say, of this defense.
Yeah, definitely.
Very, very good edge rusher there, and defensive tackle is very, very good. I think Ed Stewart, rookie,
first round pick.
rookie X factor. Savion Jones is also developed pretty well, and they also have Roberto Morales, which is pretty solid. Sam linebacker, actually have a fairly good Sam linebacker, Jalen Waddle, Mike linebacker.
Interesting. Jalen Waddle. Huh? Spelled differently, both different spelling.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle spelled differently in both.
I just feel like Jalen Waddle.
Yes, Jalen Waddell. Maybe.
Jalen Waddell.
I don't know.
Drew Sanders is at the Mike. Though there's not much depth.
Ronnie Cofield they're missing. That's their superstar. I'm looking at the regular roster. You're looking at the depth chart.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're missing a big piece there with Ronnie Cofield, who's a superstar, 80 overall. But I think they'll be okay. They have still really good linebackers.
Yeah, you have will linebacker Corey Bradley, which I think he'll be solid. Corners probably the strength of this team. Actually, pretty good corner room.
Yeah.
They've Patrick Surtain, Jahdae Barron. I know great EB room that they've been able to keep. Niles Ward, they drafted him a couple years ago, and I really like the secondary. I really do, at least corners wise and safeties as well. Yeah, Jalen Thompson.
Hugh Rainey, I think, was a former first round projected pick. I think maybe.
Yeah, I think he went to the second. I don't think he was a first.
I think he was second.
And Javier Beltran here alongside. I think Tyler Newman also a good chance he might start.
Absolutely, I think
overall.
Those four will get involved.
That'd be a fun little Jalen Thompson, Tyler Newman. It's a fun little duo.
Yeah, what a little duo.
Jason Kaufman at kicker, Brad Robbins, Bills legend at punter. And there you go. So,
I don't know.
What do you
think about the roster?
Okay.
You asked me about the Niners.
True. I like the Denver. I think it's a very well-rounded team. I like Denver's defense quite a bit. Like they have quite a few good pieces. And ultimately, what I'm most concerned about is the receivers. I mean, not a great group.
Yeah, the receivers are a little worrisome. Especially because that's where the Niners are weakest at. I think the linebacker, like the tight end Giles, is great, but the Niners have great linebackers to kind of counteract. So we'll see. It might just be up to can the best players beat the best players for the Broncos.
True, and I think this could be fun if I'm going to give the Broncos maybe a path to success. You could do the same with the Niners.
Sure.
I think the Broncos definitely the way they want to win this game, get the ball to Giles. Obviously,
yeah,
you need to get the ball to Giles. I think he's your best playmaker by far. And of course, gotta establish this run game. I think either Dylan Sampson, of course, is your guy, but maybe mix in a bit of Aldridge if you feel it. It's your little 1-2 punch. But yeah, I think Sampson can do some good for you. Bo Nix needs to be safe with the ball, and I think that's really the plan of success. And of course, defense needs to just get after Jackson Dart. Got to get after him. Got to continue to play how you've been playing this playoffs.
Yeah, I agree, and I think especially with Dart's history, he struggled with pressure, especially against like teams like the Cardinals, who have been his like thorn in his side. I think you got to do just that, like you said, bring the pressure on Dart.
Oh my God, almost clicked dance. I was close.
That would have been bad, but
that would have been super funny.
Yeah, I think for the Niners, their path to success would be keep Dart upright for sure offensively. Run the ball as well. You got to try to get a nice run game going to be able to set up for the pass game. Obviously, you have great weapons, but I think the run game is going to be key to kind of force the Broncos to play a little bit more a little bit more aggressive to allow you to get some play actions, get some play fakes, to beat them. But defensively, I
Yeah.
think you really just gotta it's just focus on Giles especially. Keep everything in front of you. You don't want a random big play to happen. I think that's the key because this is gonna probably be a defensive game.
Yeah, the matchup to
in
watch
theory.
is gonna be Bosa and
Emmanuel Curtis. I think that
Yeah.
Bosa is an
Yeah.
amazing edge rusher, but Curtis is pretty proven. He's pretty sturdy at the left tackle position.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it definitely will. But I guess let's hop into this one. I have stream set up here. If you're go ahead and hop into the game, and we'll see.
Sure.
I guess do you want to? I don't know. Do you want to talk about the Broncos, or do you want to talk about Dart? Dart's your guy, or was your guy?
No, I'll commentate the Broncos.
All right.
I think you're
behind Dart. I think I need to kind of root against him here a little bit. I need to.
I see.
Negative energy, but
But here we go. Broncos wearing kind of. This isn't my favorite uniform combo for them. I prefer like the all white or their home unis, but I love these Niners uniforms. They're classics. Here's a Dart. It feels gross seeing him in Niners colors.
Yeah, it does.
But this is another big one here. Obviously, two teams who've had history, deep history, winning Super Bowls. Last season, we saw two teams who couldn't really get any Super Bowls until this past year. But now we got two teams who've just been here before. It's been a long time, but both have been here. So we know that these teams have deep history with this Super Bowl. And I think we're in, is that AT&T Stadium, I believe?
Yeah, this is AT&T. I do see the AT&T symbols.
Yes, sir. So we will see the Broncos kicking off, and the Niners and Jackson Dart will start with a return here. And gets a little bit of a burst to 27, but not much else. Here comes Dart. Yeah, he had a pretty solid season. Big thing was his, he's been, I think one thing we've seen just kind of over the past couple years is he's been very much so safer with the football, not throwing as many interceptions, and that's a big thing. Here's a play action already started with the play fake, a fullback pass here for 3. Guerrero on the tackle. But yeah, I mean, obviously you know best because we've seen you use Dart as your quarterback. You could probably attest to the fact that Dart definitely got safer with the football, and it's proven to be helpful in his development.
It has been. Absolutely.
And
yeah, no, it's a chance.
Dart looking, just finding space in the pocket to stay safe because, that pass rusher is going to be a problem. He knows that. Look at that. 1 X factor, 2 superstars. So he kind of got a little antsy, but he stayed in the pocket pretty nicely. Here's some pressure. Gets it out wide open. Is that Schwartz? That is Pete Schwartz.
Yeah, the O-line doing a very good job right now.
Yeah, thus far they are doing exactly what they need to do and keep Dart upright because that's going to be
Schwartz
key.
Wide open.
Yeah, Schwartz got open. I think that was on Jahdae Barron. I think it's number 12. But they like this I form look a lot. I mean, obviously Kyle Juszczyk was here a while ago, but they love the fullback usage here. Here's pressure coming in. He gets it out quickly to the running back, but that was nothing for Delgado on the play. Tackle for a loss. It's just a very, very quick stop there. Really had nothing there, but they're spreading out a little bit more here, bringing in. I just realized it's 40. Their tight end maybe playing fullback. That's probably what it is. Dart time again. Quick throw, incomplete though.
Ooh.
Took a nasty shot there, but Schwartz not able to keep the pass in his hands there. 3rd and 11. Ayuk going in motion to the left side of the field. They are probably in field goal range if they can get a couple
Ayuk's
yards.
wide open.
Oh my goodness! Coverage
That was
bust
blown
of some
on
kind.
motion. Yeah, the motion blew it.
Wow. And Ayuk, ode to his Irish heritage. But wow, yeah, you're right. Completely open, just busted coverage. The motion. No one followed him. No one was deep there on that play, and definitely looked like a zone. And just no one was deep in that area where he got wide open. And a quick touchdown for Ayuk. And here comes the woman hater, not Brandon Aubrey. I'm used to Brandon Aubrey superstar Harrison Butker, and very quick drive for the Niners and a huge touchdown for Ayuk. So
Yeah, no, Jackson Dart, money. He was absolute money.
yeah, and I think that's what they need to do. They need to make this game more of an offensive game than a defensive game because that's where the Broncos will thrive.
Absolutely. I think if they get in a shootout, Niners have the advantage. Blown up on the return. The Broncos will start this, I think, right around the 20. Here's Bo Nix. Actually had a great season. 38 touchdowns, 5 picks. Very, very solid season for him. And he's coming out here looking to lead his team. Promised land, lining up an I form. He's going to fake this handoff with play action, take a shot. It'll be 87. I believe that's a 87.
I think that's Byron. That's that one receiver,
Byron. It might be Byron, yeah. Here we go in shotgun. But Bo Nix is going to take the snap in the pocket. He's looking for pressure. Oh, my goodness. Nick Bosa absolutely blew him up. Bo Nix, nowhere to go, and pressure got home. I was in a little robot there.
Yeah, and, I think one notable thing is that usually Bosa does a really good job at getting pressure and attacking the quarterback when it's a quarterback with a much more melanin in their skin, but Bo Nix clearly doesn't matter. Nick Bosa's colorblind in the Super Bowl. He doesn't care. It doesn't matter. He's hacking you.
That's good. That's good to hear. It's good to see. So here's Bo Nix, 3rd and 14 now. Very difficult situation. You need a deep play. Maybe look to Marlon Giles. Pressure coming. Bo Nix throwing it, and he's just getting hit as he threw it. Thibodeau.
Nice.
Making a big play. Yeah, the Niners. Some Giants.
The New York Giants.
Players. Yeah, no, and making big plays already.
Yeah, and here's return Pete Schwartz. I'm not going to make a joke that I want to make, so I'm going to hold my thoughts. Here comes Jackson Dart. Great drive last time out here, and looking for more of the same. So we'll see if he can keep it rolling here. Great field position from the 46. Dart handing it off here. Dunn with some space and fights through. Gets 9. That's a nice run to start off. 3 receivers to the left here. Definitely spreading out a little bit more to start this drive. See if they go past here. They do. 4-man rush. Dart finds a man open. It's Dunn again, beating Sanders.
Oh my goodness.
And a big gain to the 18. And right now, Dart just looks cool, calm, and collected in the pocket right now. And the Niners O-line is doing a great job giving him enough time to find his man. And the receivers are getting open too. That's another aspect of it, is they are getting open on time for Dart. So the offense is just clicking on all cylinders, and once again, coming out with 3 receivers to the stack to the right
Shanahan
there.
Kyle Shanahan could be thanks for a lot of that.
Absolutely. Here's a handoff to Dunn, and he can't get much a yard there. I think that's Delgado on the stop. And oh my god. The cameraman got a little dizzy there. So did I. But once again, going in gun here, and Dart pointing something out to Schwartz. Looking 4-man rush. Pressure came in quick, but that time gets us to the tight end for a quick, 6-yard gain. So 3rd and 3. And look at how many people they have down at the line here. Broncos bringing pressure. 5-man blitz, and it doesn't matter. Schwartz fights for the touchdown. And Niners up quickly, 14, pending this PAT. And, it's impressive. This Broncos defense is one of the best in the league, if not the best, and the Niners have just absolutely exploited the defense entirely.
Yeah, no, Jackson Dart is just playing in rhythm, playing in stride. This is exactly how you employ him, I think. And, it very much fits a Shanahan system, I would say. I think it's a very, very good job from Dart. And the play calls, the men have disappeared on the field as they were running back. They're back now. It's a little bit of a glitch in the matrix. But, no, this Niners offense is clicking. Defense, see if they can keep stout. Or if Bo Nix can strike back, as the return will be taken at around the 8-yard line, and it's up to about 29. And they'll spot that, and Bo Nix and company making their way back onto the field.
Yeah, this is a huge drive, though. I know last Super Bowl we talked about the, got to keep getting a rhithm back. So, see if they can.
So here's a handoff. That's actually a very solid run by 36. I'm not quite sure what 36 is.
That's Dylan Sampson, I believe.
Might be Sampson. I think I'm just going to assume that until further notice. 2nd and 3 here. Takes the snap. This is a
Ooh.
shotgun. He's going to throw it. Pressure in his face, but he finds his man. That's 86. It's going to be one of his receivers. Sinnott. Oh, is that a Ben Sinnott?
It
Oh, wow.
is.
Good
There was
call
pressure
there.
in his face too. That was a really good play. Malone was all up in his face.
Yeah, this O-line is not holding up as well as we might have thought. This Niners defensive line is actually pretty good. Bo Nix slinging it down the field, looking for his man, nearly picked off. That was, is that Lenore?
I think that was Renardo Green.
No, that's Renardo Green. Good,
against
right.
Giles. That's not a good matchup for the Niners, but they survived.
They survived it, and very good play there by Renardo Green as he's going to take the screen pass. That's going to be to Dylan Sampson, who has plenty of space.
Great play call.
Completely, yeah, very, very good play call there. And yeah, you at this point you kind of need to exploit this. I mean, I feel like the O-line's not holding up too great, but they hold up pretty solid here. As they're going to throw it to Giles, who that's a very tough catch. Almost a bit high, I would say, but Giles pulls it in. They're going to come out in a strong look here. You definitely assume that this is going to be handoff to Sampson. It is, but he's buckled.
Leo Chenal.
46. Leo Chenal. I mean, they have a great line. Leo Chenal is a great linebacker. Nick Bosa, I think that's not going to be the easiest thing to run against.
Absolutely not. And yeah, it's I mean, Broncos are starting to kind of get some momentum here though, so that's that's what they needed, because down 14-0 quickly, the Niners just have tore apart the defense that looked like maybe the best in the league, and Broncos are they're starting to get some momentum to try to fire back. So
they're hoping they can do what they did against Mahomes and stuff them out in the second quarter, but it starts with scores. Mahomes. Here's 3rd and 7. Bo Nix. He's going to throw a screen pass. This looked like danger, but danger is avoided. Dylan Sampson.
Wow.
First down.
What a play. That was incredible effort by Sampson.
Yeah, no, Sampson, I mean, the quick read by Bo Nix, of course, sticking to the
no.
plan. And oh, my God. That is a hell of a hit. Nick Bosa just delivered.
Yeah, he thought he was black for a second.
Oh, my God. Here we go again. We get it, man. We get it.
Look, Nick Bosa is... Oh, Peter Gaffney. Legend.
Peter Gaffney has not been fired. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess they're sticking with Gaffney. They're sticking with the Gaffney plan. Here is a throw to their man, Sampson. Sampson's been the premier guy they've been going to this game for the Broncos so far, and it's been working. 3rd and 8. Shotgun, like 4 men to the right. Giles, or 4 men to the left. Giles on the right. Giles staying in the block. That's a great throw to 84. Great catch.
That was a great call too. I think that Huerta got the catch. That was just like, look at the Niners. They were just completely lost the zone coverage. It looked like maybe a cover 2. Definitely exploited with the 2 vertical routes there. That was a great call, great play.
I agree. I think that was some Gaffney magic there. Here is going to be a handoff to the fullback who gets in.
Yeah, baby, fullback touchdown. Love to see it.
The fullback. Mahone. Jonathan Mahone. What a play there.
I'm just very honestly so excited to see this be competitive early, because we've seen so many Super Bowls be immediately just shit shows, and they've just kind of continued being that. And Broncos find some momentum, which is huge, because a lot of teams get discouraged and they keep just making mistakes. And now their defense has to just come up, and they have the pieces to do it. They just gotta get pressure on Dart, because Dart has had all the time in the world to work with. And here's a return, and gonna get stood up at the 27. And Pete Schwartz so far today, pretty good, 3 for 48 and a touchdown. And definitely been the main guy for Dart today thus far. Coming out in that strong look with the fullback. They love the fullback in this offense. Here's a handoff to Dunn. Trying to find space. Breaks 2 tackles, but not another one. Only a yard on the play. Sets up a 2nd and 9. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Dart in gun looking for a pass, potentially play action. A lot of linemen in the way, and he gets sacked. That was a weird play that happened. It was Delgado with the sack. Just like all the Niners just kind of grouped up into like a huddle on accident, and Delgado just snuck through and got the play there. 3rd and 14. This is they scored, I believe, on a 3rd and 14 last time, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. But bringing a blitz here, and it's a sack. Nick Benito gets home. And Broncos are back in this.
Yeah, no, here comes that Broncos defense. They were slow starters. And Nick Bonino and company just getting to the quarterback, getting after the quarterback.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart is starting to maybe got a little flustered there after that first sack. And sack number 2 comes in very well timed, gets the Broncos right back, gets the defense right back off the field, and doesn't let the Niners continue this streak of drives that they've had.
Yeah, this is that was a really well called drive there for Peter Gaffney, the coach. I mean, switched up the blitzes too. It looked like they definitely brought it from a different area that they weren't expecting. So
very true. Big plays from the Denver defense, and this will be Bo Nix coming back on the field. I think a little more confidence. You know, the quick 14-0 down, but I think they've just kind of scored, got the ball right back. And this is all back for Broncos. Broncos get ball at half too, so I love it.
Sure.
Here's Bo Nix, I form. Gonna hand fake play action here. And that was tight. I think he was looking for. I think I saw Giles. I saw an X under the name. Either way, nothing to it here. 2nd and 10. Bo Nix looking and also overthrows it. You know, trying to hit another sideline throw.
Pressure coming in too.
Pressure is affecting him, and he's trying to kind of find his read quick and probably not just finding everything he needs. Here's another screen pass. It's worked well for him before, but fortunately
this time they were all over it. They were ready for it, and 3rd and 10. It's also going to be hard to get it, even if they weren't ready for it.
Yeah, that's tough.
They did it before, but just hard.
Yeah, Niners were ready for it that time. I think their defense just came out with just a new breath of fresh air there. Kind of just a lot of momentum shifted back towards the Niners now.
See where this punt goes. Is he gonna maybe nail a solid punt? Not great. You prefer a touchback, honestly.
Yeah,
but
not the worst punt either, but yeah, not great. But Dart coming back out quickly after that quick 3 and out. But the pressure got in quickly last drive, and here's gonna be play action pressure again. He just missed the throw to Dunn. Dunn was not ready for a pass, and incomplete as pressure once again being in Dart's face. Going I form with the fullback on the field, and it's gonna be another play action. They love the play actions. Fullback gets the catch, makes a tough catch through contact too. 3rd and 4. Notice how they have kind of like an uneven stack of players there on the right side too. And bringing 4-man rush, has time, throws it incomplete. Surtain. That's Surtain. I mean, that's just what you're going to get with the best corner in football.
One of the best DB groups versus
Absolutely. A decent receiver, but
pretty solid. But
not quite elite.
Yeah.
And defense is showing up the past 2 drives, so it's been a little bit of a change.
Start off with a lot of offense. Now we're getting a lot of defense. So here's Bo Nix
coming back out here. Probably glad that 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 drive is kind of answered for him, and now at this point, honestly, you probably want to drain a little bit of clock. Plenty of time to throw, but he just can't find anything, and eventually that defensive line's gonna get home.
Malone.
Niners. That is Malone. The big sack.
Oh yeah, baby. Big sacks. Love it.
He's just a big sack for Bryce Malone.
Big man too.
He's a big man.
Look at that spin move.
As well.
That spin
move.
That
was a little speedy. Kayvon Thibodeau was getting double teamed there at the end as well. They were scared of him.
That's a choice. I feel like they should be doubling Bosa or Malone.
No, Kayvon Thibodeau. He's got a double team to Kayvon Thibodeau every rep.
So.
Hand off to our man. Unfortunately, it didn't really get much there with Sampson. I feel 20 already.
Yeah, it feels like their play calling has kind of gotten stale offensively.
On offense, especially. Daphne's offensive coordinator has to figure something out here. 3rd and 20. You're kind of just hoping for something. A little screen pass. I just don't know about the screen passes at this point, guys. I think this is not it. I mean, this is your 3rd consecutive 3rd and long screen pass. The first one did work, admittedly, but after the second one got blown up, maybe you just kind of not go screen pass on 3rd and long.
Yeah, the Niners have been ready for it, and 2-minute warning hits, so Niners will have time here to score potentially before halftime. Broncos, like you said, do get the ball, so definitely would be in the best interest of the Niners to get some points, even a field goal. So let's see from the 36 if Dart can work a 2-minute drill here to put some points up on the board. Going and gun, 3 receivers stacked at the bottom. Well, not stacked, but they're down at the bottom of the screen here. Motioning Dunn out wide. Looks like maybe man coverage. Dart notices that, pointing it out. Foreman rush quickly. Schwartz with the catch. Oh my goodness, gets buckled on the end of that with Pat Surtain with his old school style of play with that hit. And it's going to be a little run here. Play, a little bit of a fake. And Dunn, oh my goodness. Dunn fighting down with Barron to the 30. I mean, that was a little razzle-dazzle with the fake handoff to the jet sweep. And they like doing that in this offense. Very Shanahan-esque. Oh, my controller died. Oopsies. Didn't die, just turned off. But also, yeah, they were taking advantage of the fact that it seemed like maybe they wanted to pass it, but Broncos expected that. So Niners chose run, and big gain there. And about a minute left. No timeouts for either team used here. Going empty. Dart from the 30 in field goal range. Looking quick again. Schwartz just getting quickly open. And they take a timeout. Schwartz has been absolutely a huge piece of this offense so far today, especially underneath those quick gains and run after catch.
Definitely.
So 2nd and 3 here. 3 receivers down at the bottom of the screen again. They're really stacking 3 receivers on one side. And another 4-man rush. Pressure, and what a catch from Ayuk. Breaking a tackle, fighting for the first to the 18-yard line.
Not nearly a pick. That was
Yeah.
very close play by the DB. But
Very, very close. But Ayuk just had more of a desire there. They take a timeout. And we'll see here if the Niners with one timeout can push this into the end zone. They have plenty of time here, 45 seconds. They got 2 running backs in the backfield. Split backfield here. And another 4-man rush from the Broncos. Dart with time, rolls out, throws it on the run.
Oof.
Maybe should have just kept it.
That's what I was going to say. I think maybe you just run that. You have plenty of time.
Yeah,
Take
he
the
saw
run.
that pass late, I think, and tried to get it there just a little too late. Motioning running back, a little blitz there. It's Ayuk just too far.
Oof.
I think Dart just a little bit off kilter there, and sets up 3rd and 10. Broncos would love to stop him for 3 here. Touchdown would be not ideal for them, but Niners obviously trying to get there. 3 receivers again stacked on one side to the top of the screen. 4-man rush, quick throw. What a pass breakup from Sanders, I believe, on Watkins. That's great coverage from the linebacker on the receiver. That's a mismatch usually, but not there. And see if Butker can hit this down the middle instead of his political views.
Yeah, you had to struggle through that one, but we'll take it.
But he does knock it through. 17-7 and 33 seconds. Do you think the Broncos can maybe make something happen here?
3 timeouts? I think so. I think you definitely can.
Maybe a field goal?
Yeah, maybe a field goal. Just get something, right? Return up to the 25 or 26 actually. Yeah, I'd say test the water. See if you can get a pass or two. Downfield. Don't want to turn the ball over, right? So you want to be a little smart, but see what you can do.
Yeah, it's a.
They're gonna go in empty. They're gonna go with the shotgun look here. Giles, definitely a solid game here.
Still have all 3 timeouts. Yeah, that's a nice play.
No, very good play. Good play call there. 2nd and 3. On shotgun again. They're gonna see what they can get. He's gonna be plenty of good time in the pocket. Take a quick throw underneath.
That's his
Square toe,
guy
I believe.
there. There you go. They do take their first timeout after that one. It's going to be 45. Go Knicks in the shotgun. Finds his man. That's Giles. Another big catch there. And I think, again, just pass to Giles, right? He's kind of your best guy. He's getting open.
Especially
He's finding
underneath,
space.
too. Yeah, it's been working.
Definitely.
Keep it going.
Definitely. 2nd and 1 here. He's going to motion out the running back. Here's going to be Bo Nix. He's going to decide to take off. He's just going to take off, and he's going to slide.
Good
It's going
call.
to be about 8 seconds left. I think this is definitely field goal range, at least if you want to kick
Absolutely.
it.
And what a drive. And really just cool under
Very good
pressure
drive.
from Knicks. They're going to try one play. See if
I
they
think
can
they
do
could. I mean, you could either try to throw it or you could try to hand it off, maybe get a bit extra yardage. They are going to throw it here. Shotgun. Find his man underneath. You got to get down and call timeout here.
There you go.
2 seconds left. Call timeout. Make this just an easier field goal for your guy.
Yeah.
See,
See, it's very interesting because, like, it feels like their play calling has just been, like, up and down, but that was a really just well-played drive from the Broncos.
definitely very well orchestrated by Peter Gaffney. The kick is up and good. So we have a pretty close game here,
This
10-17.
is different. This is different.
Yeah, Niners started off really hot, but I think the Broncos have started to kind of get some momentum back.
Yeah.
They're gonna get the ball at half. You know,
They could tie this up.
Definitely they can tie this right back up.
So what do you think? What do you
Um,
think the Broncos need to do to win this game? Second half.
Broncos need to do. Yeah, I think you just gotta get this offense going. Really, I think your defense is starting to show that they can get stops. I mean, you know, of course, unless they stop getting stops, but no, I think getting Bo Nix in rhythm has been a very important piece of this offense, and he's been very efficient. Of course, Dart has been the more explosive passer and in that run game, but I think getting the run game going, getting more efficient runs for the Broncos, and getting Bo Nix some action with the football, spreading things out, I think it's been working out very well for them. We get up to the 25 and begin this drive. Bo Nix, come on out with Barry and company. Yeah, no, it's definitely been interesting to see how they navigate this kind of offense situation they have going on. It's gonna be a handoff to Dylan Sampson to start it out. Absolute gunshot straight out of a cannon. This is way up to the 40. I mean, that was a lot. That was. I think we're starting to see what they like in Dylan Sampson. That was a very nice run.
That's rare for him, though. Usually we don't see the explosivity out of him. It's usually a short yardage guy.
Yeah, no, but he makes a nice run. And again, actually pretty solid run there. There's quite a bit of traffic in the backfield, but he was able to pick up 4. Huerta and company kind of providing some blocks as receivers. 2nd and 6 coming up. Bo Nix is going to play action. Pressure coming. Good Lord, that defensive line.
That was an overload blitz, too.
And yeah, that was a blitz. You're right. Dorian Williams coming in there. And yeah, that was a tough one. That's a tough one. Good play call by Shanahan and that Niners defense. And here we go on 3rd and 11. You're going to need to have a big play here. I think.
Screen.
Trust Bo Nix.
Oh my God, not actually.
Oh my God.
Oh,
wait, maybe you have space. You have space. Oh, no.
They tried the other side. They heard you. They're like, okay, no screen to the right. Let's try the left.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's, again, back to the stale play calling. The screens on 3rd and long, like, they worked
the
one
third
time.
down play calls just too safe, too conservative.
Yeah, an injury.
I guess I get it.
Lou Chanel, that's actually huge because Giles could get more open if he can't make it back to the field. So
he's upset on the sideline, definitely.
Yeah, that's not great. And I will say, while Niners here starting up, strong formation, I think they just need to just try to get some more drives rolling here because their offense is kind of fallen apart a little bit. They haven't really been able to get much going other than that field goal drive. And here's a run, and that's just Delgado, who's been everywhere today with the tackle, no gain. The run game has just kind of fallen short of what it has been in the other playoff games. And Dart, getting pressured, but he's gonna see something here, changes the play, and motioning. Got stuck for a second. Dart got to snap it.
Snap. Oh no!
And Dunn just took too long to get set up on the line and delay of game. It's rare we see that. And Dart, obviously gonna go to him technically, but I don't think that was his fault. 2nd and 15 from the 11 now. 3 receivers stacked on the left and the bottom here, but you got some interesting pass rush look here and motioning Dunn out wide and bringing 4 men. And oh my goodness, that was a sneaky blitz up the middle from the linebacker, and the edge dropped in the coverage, just unblocked up the middle and had no chance to complete that. 2 running backs in the backfield here. See Dart, 3rd and 15, only 3-man rush. Pressure is going to be caught and stopped, though. Broke a tackle, but just wasn't able to get to the first down marker. 4th and 2 from the 24. I mean, probably just the punt. Yeah, you kind of have to. And Broncos defense comes up big.
Yeah, Broncos defense playing very, very well. I mean, that was almost, a first down. I mean, but ultimately setting them back. I think the delay of game
well
definitely killed them there. Here comes the Broncos starting at the 30. Got to get something going here if you're Bo Nix in this offense. Got to get something, even just a field goal. Just start putting points up. Because I think your defense is showing you, like, hey, we can get stops. Just have to help us out with some points. Here is shotgun. I like this for Bo Nix. He's going to be in the pocket. Just going to throw it on the run. Great find there for his man, 84.
Huerta.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
these guys are just really no names. I'm really blanking on it.
Yeah, we haven't talked about these guys. Like, we don't talk about these two teams a ton. So
Yeah, and especially just receiver room is very, I think, again, we've talked about it. Wasn't not the greatest receiver room. The Broncos.
Huerta's doing solid though.
Huerta has been a very solid target for Bo Nix here, and he's going to hand it off. Bosa all in the backfield, just all over it. Smelled it and just took it.
Yeah, he's been great.
Yeah, he has been very, very good. And here's the 2nd and 11. Got to just get a play here. You cannot trust a 3rd down screen pass to get everything you need, and that is a big play. 3rd and 2. Injury timeout 4. Is that Niners?
That's not. It is. Wait.
It is. That's on R and a Z
does
there.
not have his hair color though. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't
maybe he had a dye job. I don't know, but yeah, that's a brutal one because that's their.
You
best
think they
player.
go screen pass here on 3rd and 2?
They shouldn't. They don't.
Who knows? They don't. This is going to be shotgun, and he's going to find Giles for a 1st down. That's a great throw. And I think, honestly, this offense is moving when they don't call screen passes on 3rd and long.
Yeah, shocker, right?
Yeah, the reason their offense hasn't been really rolling, I think, is obviously the pass rush has gotten to Bo Nix a few times, and also just these screen calls on 3rd and long have not been great for him. But that was a good play. I like that shotgun play. I think shotgun's working very well for him. Spread things out. I know your receivers aren't the best, but I think it's working for you. I think, you're kind of testing a Niners cornerback room that isn't the greatest.
Oh, no.
Aside from Diamador Lenore, who's going to pick this one off, Bo Nix throws the pick, and he's off to the races. Is he going to be stopped? I don't think so. He's going all the way down the field.
Wow.
Diamador Lenore.
Crazy.
A pick 6. Just when you think.
Yeah.
Bo
3
Nix
games in a row.
Broncos are
an interception.
Diamador Lenore, with his 3rd straight pick and his 3rd straight postseason game. Honestly, he was burning. That is just a bad throw.
It is.
Huerta
was
put
open.
some air under it. You have to put more air under it. But Diamador Lenore just undercuts the pass, basically, gets underneath it. And pick 6, the first turnover of the game, and it goes for points.
Yeah, that's brutal. Broncos feels like they just deflated their momentum that they had just completely shifted. And Broncos gotta, they have to go all the way down the field again and try to score. And now they're down 14 once again. Brutal.
Brutal is I think the right word. It's tough because they were moving. That's one mistake you just cannot afford at this point. Here's a return. Game's not over. If the Broncos get a score, their defense has been great, but they just let the defense score for the Niners, and now. Yeah, Broncos are going to need something here. They're going to need a nice drive, and they've shown themselves capable of moving the ball. They just need to keep it safe. And here's a shot downfield, and that's going to be a catch.
Why keep it safe whenever you have Huerta?
Talk about Huerta.
Man, he's been awesome today.
Bo Nix he's not afraid. He's not afraid. That pick is not getting into his head. He's going right back out there, proving it. He's going to sling it again. That's another throw. That's a nice throw to Giles. Almost not a 1st down because of going backwards, but it's not go backwards and still picks up the 1st down. No, they're right back. They're right back with some momentum here. I feel like here's a nice run for Samson. A bit of an injury time out here. Oh, that's an injury. That's Darwin Williams. Another linebacker.
Yeah, Chanel came back in, but still, injury is not going to go away. He's going to feel the hurt, and another linebacker covering Giles. It's, only going to make this a much more easy matchup for Giles.
Absolutely. Be a play action here, and Bo Nix should just run it, honestly, but that's, I don't know, you just gotta run it there, don't you? There's so much space in front of you.
Yeah, he had at least 10 yards there. He just ran it.
All right, it's 3rd and 2. Let's see what they have for this one.
Quinn Miners is back in the game, by the way.
Quinn Miners is back in the game. They are going to motion out Samson. Maybe it's not a screen this time. It's not. And they have plenty of guys, I think, open. They had Samson there, and that's tough throw there, and Lenore with a nice play.
He just got, I think, too locked on to Huerta. He's been great all game.
Yeah, and they are going to kick the field goal, which I guess I get it.
I would have went for it here. I think 4th and 2, you're down 2 scores. You have time still. It's just that's tough to come away with just 3 there, especially when you had guys open. You just needed to just scheme up one play to get you 2 yards. That's it. A screen play.
Running back was wide open. I saw Samson. He was wide open.
He was.
Hey, they made this decision, and now the Niners, they are up 2 scores.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, big hit.
That would have been.
Let's see
interesting.
San Francisco can
can close it out, or kind of put a closing drive together, honestly, or maybe if they don't, then this is again still close game. It's not
Absolutely.
really out of reach.
Yeah, they're coming out. Dart, two tight ends, two guys in the backfield here, and it's gonna be a delayed handoff. Dunn gets met quickly by I couldn't tell you who that is off the top of my head, but the defender, number 1. I don't remember. It's one of their linebackers or safeties or something. It's a safety, I feel like. But Dart,
Maybe
again,
Newman?
getting a play action here. Might have been Dart. Quick throw, and it's intercepted the other way. Dart throws a pick, and it's going to be a pick 6.
Oh, shit.
Number 53.
This is getting crazy.
It was 53. That's Jalen Waddle.
With the pick 6. For the Broncos. Jalen Waddle.
Oh, my
This
goodness.
is
Real life.
incredible.
Crazy.
Real life Jalen Waddle moving the linebacker.
Try to go to the
getting a
tight
big-
end. Try to go to the tight end. And now the field goal doesn't look so crazy because now it's only a 4-point game because of the pick 6.
Oh,
And they're
man.
going for 2.
Oh, they're going for 2. It's been an insane Super Bowl.
Yes,
This has
very
been
much
an
so.
Insane Super Bowl.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Of course,
oh,
of
God
course.
damn it! The screen.
The screens. Hey, even with that, that's an
Oh,
incredible
man.
play. 2 pick 6s in this game. I don't think anyone expected that. Even though these defenses
Oh,
are incredible.
man.
Wow.
No, this has been
This
has
is-
been a
I-
back and forth.
Can we say, even though there's like a whole quarter left, can we say this has been the best Super Bowl since the Bucks? I mean, the Bucks Chiefs, if I remember, wasn't that great either.
I think Bucks were controlling that game that
I
whole
think
time.
so.
If I remember
Oh my
correctly.
God, big hit there. I
Might
think
be the
this
best
is-
game so far.
This might be the best game since like real life Super Bowl of the Eagles Chiefs.
Yeah,
which
maybe.
that's like almost 10 years of pretty one-sided Super Bowls. And yeah, I mean, this game has been back and forth, and both offenses and defenses having their plays. And here's Dart coming back out, play action, trying to test the pass again. And here's gonna be an open man Ayuk on the sideline, first down, trying to get the confidence back. That's a big thing because we've seen Dart in the past just kind of throw picks, and it just keeps falling to where he just keeps throwing more picks, and that's gonna be the end of the third. They're still running the play. But yeah, I mean, what a game so far. What a game. But Niners up 5, have the ball. They have the chance to control this game here. They Dart has to just finish the game here. Finish with a win.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is really the big test for him because he left. He didn't come to an agreement with New York to stay, and he chose a 1-year prove-it deal with the Niners of all teams, and see if he can actually be the clutch guy that he thinks he is and win the Super Bowl. Dart takes the pass, 4-man rush, throws it over the middle, complete to the tight end. Looks like that was to Ayuk possibly, but the tight end did get it for 6. I form now. 2 tight ends on the field, motioning one of them to the other side formation, and it's going to be a handoff to Dunn up the middle. Gonna get stood up, but he's gonna fight close to the first down, 3rd and inches here.
Oh, this could be sneak for
Yeah,
sure, huh?
you think this is a sneak for sure, but that's a really good defensive front. Let's see if they can get it. Dart takes it, and he's stopped. Fumble. Ball's on the ground.
Whoa.
Broncos couldn't recover,
Whoa.
but the Niners recovered, but it's going to be 4th and 1.
Are they gonna call it a fumble? What's gonna happen here? 'Cause it might have not been a fumble. It might have been a first. It might have
I
been.
don't think it was a first either
oh.
way. It was definitely a
that-
fumble. Yeah, he was definitely up. That's definitely a fumble, but Pooney, I think, was the one to fall on it. But yeah, they're
Wow.
gonna be a loss of like half a yard, and 4th and 1. They're gonna punt. That's a huge punt, almost blocked too, and that punt's actually gonna be not great because of it. Wow,
Oof.
what a
Wow.
turn of
Yeah.
events. Dart still finding ways to lose the football almost.
Ooh. Yeah, that was rough. But here comes Bo Nix.
And no, this team is like went from oh no to oh
Yeah.
yes to oh no to oh yes.
It's been
this has
back
been
and
up
forth.
and down.
The Dolphins'
Yeah, no.
trajectory.
So let's see if the Denver
Oh.
Broncos can try to take the first lead in the game. Is Dylan Sampson with a nice run? Gain of 3. Oh
Oh,
no!
he's
Oh
down.
no! No! He's been probably one of their best offensive players this game, and
Absolutely.
he's injured. Yeah, he can be on
Oh,
the bench. So I
oh,
believe
oh,
in comes maybe.
oh,
Oh,
oh, getting a little spicy there on the sideline. That's in his groin.
Oh, we'll see.
Maybe a
Probably
groin
be
injury.
RB2. I think also Tyrone Tracy's also in that group. Is his
He
Broughton, I
is.
believe his name was. If I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
yeah.
I don't remember. But here's going to start off with actually only a gain of 1. Not too shabby, but Yeah, 3rd and 6 upcoming. You're gonna need to convert. This Niners defense has played pretty well today. Honestly, they've done their part. I would say,
Yeah.
at least up to this point. Niners offense is just kind of stalled. And the Broncos are going to need to make a big drive here. Big conversion upcoming. Here's 3rd and 6 and brought down. Gonna be the
Kinley, I
rookie
think.
or
Kinney.
Kinney. Yep. 99.
Oof.
That white boy pass rush is just a very difficult thing to stop. And 4th
Absolutely.
and 11, they're gonna punt it. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. The Niners
Gonna have
offense
to.
has not done anything since
Ooh.
what
Let's
they
check
had one since they're on
Yeah.
up 14.
Yeah,
The field goal and the pick six. Not
Yeah,
much.
they had that field goal. That was it. So it's pretty much like same thing. The Broncos defense stopped the Mahomes in the first half, after the first half, and kind of done the same thing here. Let's see if Dart tossing it out to Dunn, and that's number 1 again. Beltran, that's the guy who I was mentioning earlier in the backfield. Loss of 5. That's a huge play for the Broncos defense, and obviously Niners not happy going backwards to start. They've got 3 receivers on the top of the screen, 2 tight ends set though. And motioning Dunn out. They love going empty in this formation here. Dart, 4-man rush, finding a little bit of time, throws it short to the tight ends, gets some of the yardage back, 6-yard gain. So 3rd and 9 here. Very important time dwindling. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. Motioning Dunn again. 4-man rush once again, just throwing it up. Ayuk open for a first down. That's a big play. And again, I think Ayuk has just been able to get open versus 39, I believe, or 38 over there. And that's been brutal. But they're in field goal range possibly here. Uh-oh. Play action here. Dart with time, throws it in. Oh my goodness. Schwartz with the play. How did he get that in? That looked like that was intercepted.
That did.
Oh, to his Irish roots. Eat Schwartz, a little jig. That looked like an interception. It looked like they had it. Oh, Jade Barron had it. He had it, but Schwartz just, it's part of his culture to be able to grab things with their hands so easily and just hold on to them. Oh my goodness. I mean, what a catch. What a play. Pete Schwartz, he's been probably their most consistent receiver.
Wow.
And
that was a hell of a play.
Oh wow, that's gonna go
barring-
down as maybe one of the better plays in Super Bowl history. If that's, that's crazy. That's crazy. But now Broncos are in a bad spot.
Yeah, Broncos. I mean, there's still time. Ooh, solid return there.
Yeah,
They still have time. I mean,
They
you
do.
score obviously 4 minutes. Even if you kick a field goal, still technically. Wait, no, never mind. Don't kick a field goal. You have to
No.
go and get a score here.
you gotta touch.
Just,
you gotta get
just
touchdowns.
barely. That 2-pointer actually
Yeah,
might have
That
hurt
2
him
point
here, so-
hurts. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you need 2 scores. Here's Bo Nix in the shotgun. They need to figure something out here. Bo
Oh,
Nix under
that's-
pressure. That Niners D line, I think, probably one of my worst calls. Saying, O line. Niners D line's been dominant. I think he's
Yeah.
been sacked like 8 times at this point. It's been a lot of sacks.
White boys
Ugh.
White boys and Malone are getting there. Even Thibodeau.
White point. Yeah, no. 2nd and 17. Bo Nix got to find something here. Very solid catch there. It's up to, I believe, 3rd and 9. They're going to no huddle here, but you actually can see the blitzers. They're going to have a blitz coming. Bo Nix needs to deliver this quickly. It's going to be the blitz coming in. Bo Nix firing it downfield. Almost.
Oh, that would have been
Almost.
crazy if Huerta could bring that in.
Would have been an awesome play for Huerta, who's been a beast this game, but
Gotta go for it here.
you have to go for it in
This
4th
could
and
be
9.
it.
Bo Nix, do you have it? Or are you going to die quietly? 4th and 9. Bo Nix in the shotgun, looks to throw in the pocket, under pressure. Oh, tries to find Huerta.
Man,
But
that's brutal. That might be. Yeah, I mean,
I think that might be game.
could be game. I mean, Denver's got like one
Bo Nix
chance.
is hitting him in the hands, but those are not easy catches.
I mean,
Those
yeah,
aren't
it's
easy
double
catches.
covered. I mean, not
Yeah.
easy. Here's Schwartz coming out. Obviously, the touchdown last drive was huge and may just win them the game. But they do have to finish this game out. They can't just count out quite yet because Broncos have timeouts. There's still a little bit of time. Here's a run done, finding space, first down out of bounds. And, I mean, a field goal, if they come away with a field goal at the very least with some time off the clock, that sets them up in a really good spot to win. Here's Dunn again with, oh my goodness, the run game's just flowing right now. Dunn just...
Yeah, run game's waking up at the right time.
Absolutely. Just in time to run the clock down. This time staying in bounds, 2nd and inches clock still running. Going to be under 3 minutes when they snap this one. And Broncos defense looking a little demoralized here after trying their hearts out, but just not quite able to get it the job done. Possibly done again. Speaking of, gets the first down. There's a first timeout for the Broncos. Gaffney just disappeared. Didn't want to be on camera.
Yeah, this is rough.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, how would you feel, if you're Jerry Jones and you see the Niners getting your rival's quarterback and winning in your stadium against, the Niners, who also kind of had a rivalry for a while with the Cowboys? Like, how would you feel?
Yeah, I'd be pretty upset if I was Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'd have more things to worry about if I were Jerry Jones as well. So
Yeah,
I
like
think,
death. And also,
yeah, like
probably
Jesus
probably a
Christ.
bunch of charges too. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
a bunch of questionable decisions organizationally, being the most hated man in football.
Play action, dart, finding a man open, big hit, but stays in bound. Timeout, last
You
one.
might need to be. What do you do here? You're gonna. 'Cause if you throw it, you need to be careful. You cannot throw a pick six here if you're Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I just run it. I think I would run it.
Yep.
If you score, you do. If you take your 3 after the 2-minute warning,
Not throw a pick
take the 3.
six.
No.
Not
Even
throw
just a
pick
normal
six.
turnover would be brutal. Going to throw it up high and incomplete. That's
Oh.
also another way to not do well. I like Schwartz, yeah. But I don't see why you don't just run it. You get the clock down to 2-minute warning, take your 3. But now you give, yes, it's going to be difficult for the Broncos still. Down
But you're
15.
leaving them like just a creek. I feel like if you ran it to 2-minute warning, that door is getting very close to shut. But you're leaving just a sliver here with the 2-minute warning. They're gonna no huddle. They're gonna get out of bounds. Maybe something happens. I feel like if you ran it, the chances go down even more. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you there. I think you should have ran it, but ultimately Broncos. Big hit there, but ultimately the Broncos have a chance here to maybe do something great. You never know. This offense has struggled. The Niners defense has played lights out. They've only let up 11 points on, or sorry, no, it's like
13.
Not much on 13 points. There you go. Yeah. 2 field goals and a touchdown on offense. So we'll see what the Niners defense can do. Quick shot outside. This is the exact play call you want. No, get outside, kid. Yeah, no, this is the receiver. I mean, these are these receivers,
It was a nice play, but yeah, the situational football there, you gotta get out of bounds.
Absolutely. Or good play on the tape, bad play in the situation. And he's gonna hand it off. Interesting, I guess. Sure. I mean, yeah. I guess you're going 2-minute warning no matter what, but
you may have lost the play there though. That's kind of
I
every second, every play, every yard matters in these last 2 minutes. So
see what the Broncos can do here on 1st and 10 at the 38. You need to score pretty quickly here and then hit an onside, of course. Here's Bo Nix and throw it to his man underneath.
Yeah,
2.
That's just it's not enough there. You gotta go a little bit.
You gotta
deeper.
You get deeper or get out of bounds. Those are really your 2 choices. 2nd and 8.
Ooh.
Just sitting there in the pocket. Nice little play. That's Tyrone Tracy. That's Tyrone Tracy. Getting his way up
legend.
to the 44. Giants legend there. Actually making a very nice play. Here's 1st and 10.
There you go.
Kind of audibling this, kind of moving things around. Maybe getting ready to put a screen to the right side. I'm just kidding. They don't. They're going to motion the running back. They're going to find him really quickly. Only gain of 4. You got to get back on the ball.
It's almost a screen.
Yeah. I mean, if you score here, you could get an onside. An onside's always possible. But
no.
Oh, Diamador Lenore. Wait, no, that's Diamador Lenore.
Super Bowl MVP, I think.
Yeah, probably. Pick 6.
Game closing interception.
I hold on. I need to. I need to go back and look at this because this is really funny block. Yeah, that's brutal. He tried to force a throw there, and Lenore, did an unnecessary jump, but
He wanted to put some style on it.
Yeah, he did. But come on, hurry up. I want to look at this block. This is really funny. From, I believe, Quinn Miners, maybe. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, or no, it was the center. So, Revron, right?
Yep.
So you got Bryce Malone, Miners. Look at him. He leaves his feet. little hop. And then he throws a pick.
That's good.
Good job,
A,
Reveron.
A
Good
for
job.
effort, man.
Yeah.
A for effort.
It's funny. I don't know.
That's good. That's good.
That's
good for him.
great. That's great. Anyways, let's get out
Uh,
of this game here. Yeah, that's unfortunate
oh,
because it felt like the Broncos might have a shot, but another interception for Bo Nix. And how do
yeah,
you
what a
feel? How do you feel? Jackson Dart,
Jackson
Super Bowl
Dart.
champ
Hey, you
as a
know,
Niner.
I honestly, I think, I don't know, it sucks for me, but I think you should be more afraid. I think Jackson Dart might be the guy in that division. Might
I
keep the
mean,
Cardinals.
it depends. Do
I
they
don't
have
know.
the money? I mean, they might not be able to sign either of them. Who
That might
knows?
be true, but they'll at least get to enjoy this one ring. Their
Yeah.
first ring since I believe the '90s era with
Yeah.
their guy there and
Steve Young.
Young. Yep,
Yeah.
that's the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah.
No, but man,
What a story though for this
Jackson
season.
Dart.
I feel like we've had great stories with the quarterbacks, and obviously Dart coming in 1 year, and I mean, you have to feel for Brock Purdy though. I mean, he's gonna get his first Super Bowl
Yeah.
win, but as a backup, and yeah, I mean, he's gonna go somewhere else probably next season and win maybe games. I don't know. But
Maybe
Schwartz,
win
you know,
game.
Schwartz could be the MVP though. He had 2
He could be.
touchdowns. But I mean, Lenore had the 2 picks at the pick six. I mean, in the grand scheme
Yeah,
of things, I don't know.
I would give it to Lenore, but Schwartz was really good this game, honestly, and Ayuk did
Yeah,
have that nice touchdown as well. But yeah, I think Schwartz makes sense, but I would personally give mine to Lenore. That pick six was huge,
yeah,
and then
that
that
was
pick to
game
just close it
changing.
out completely. Yeah, no, I think it was yeah,
Yeah, I
fun
mean,
game
Dart.
though. It was a very fun
Yeah,
game to watch.
very fun game. Obviously, Dart with that pick six was rough and had that fumble on the that QB sneak, but otherwise he was pretty good. Pretty good game from Dart. Um, and Nix was, you know, the 2 picks were rough, but I feel like he wasn't terrible. It's just I don't know if really has the weapons to beat, you know, this pass rush really. Like
Yeah, I
Giles
don't
is
know.
great, but like receiving wise, Huerta stepped up big, but otherwise really nothing else. Yeah, and Dunn also turned it on late with some runs. He was really good later. Honestly, Samson wasn't bad either. Um, but you also had that Jonathan Mahone touchdown was beautiful. Yeah, Pete Schwartz had a great game. Huerta was very good for Bo, but those screen passes I think are going to be a big thing we look back on and be like, why did you throw so many screens on 3rd and longs? Brutal. But defensively, I mean, yeah, Jacob Lewis got destroyed.
As a guard, yeah, 3 sacks is
That's
horrendous.
their worst part of the line too. So yeah, I mean, Nick
Yeah.
Bosa also definitely in the conversation for defense, like player of the MVP, but I think Lenore for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, no, 4 TFLs 2.5 sacks. He might
Yeah,
get it. I don't know.
Kenny, he was very good. Malone was very good. You know, Benito
Yeah, I
was
feel like that
evolved,
interior
but
was definitely like I mean, Bosa played really well, but it's hard to say because I feel like the interior almost brought more pressure. Like we saw that they were pushing
definitely,
the
yeah,
guards back. That also might again be because of the poor O line. I mean, Bosa was going against Emmanuel Curtis, who was a very good left tackle, and I don't know. I
yeah.
feel like
It's tough to say,
hard to
but
say.
you know,
Hard to say.
obviously at the same time, Lenore did get a TFL, had 2 picks, but one was a pick six, so I think yeah, definitely could give it to him. I think more important to the game, in terms of
Yeah,
like swinging the game, and he called game, ended the comeback potential drive, and then
and just with how he's played in the playoffs, I think he deserves it. I
yeah,
think honestly,
definitely,
he's deserved it. He's won close games for them with those picks he's gotten,
yeah,
and this is no different.
yeah,
He's
definitely,
honestly, yeah.
yeah. And shout out to Jalen Waddle for his pick six. That was very fun too. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, that was a like I said, best Super Bowl since
Yeah,
at
no,
least
it
in
was
this
2-score
franchise.
game and all that, but like I don't know, it was
It
definitely more fun
was
to watch than
it was a 1 score game for it was more entertaining. It was more back and forth because that end score for that feels like more like the one Chiefs Niners Super Bowl, right? Where
yeah.
the Niners ended up losing by I think 11, but it was like Chiefs scored at the end near the end to kind of do the same thing. Um, but I guess if you want to just sim to next week and we can see who won the MVP in the Super Bowl,
Sure thing. Let's see.
and then
Go ahead.
we'll call it for the episode after that. What a weird season, but what an entertaining season as well. Super Bowl was very fun. A lot of cool storylines. Obviously, disappointing season for both the Cardinals and Giants to certain degrees, but very fun. We'll look at the retirements next episode. And Diamador Lenore does in fact win the MVP, which I think is very fair. I definitely think is fair. One thing I forgot we wanted to check was the rookies didn't show up. Yeah, Nolan Scadaboo. They don't show up for this one. I think I don't know. It does not look like Widener won. Dalvin Simmons won Offensive Rookie of the Year that one year. I forgot I won 48-3. That's that's rough. Yeah. Oh man. Good old days. Cardinals 3 straight, 3-peat. Yeah, but what a season though. What a season. A lot of fun little parts in that. I mean, Giants, look at the Giants. They have 3 guys on this board here. Coach of the Year.
Yeah, Randy
Depoy,
Peek he's gotten a few awards now. I think he's second consecutive. Wait, no, because Mark Anderson won last year.
He did, yeah. He
the
won
2020
one in 2028. Yeah.
Yeah.
2-time Coach of the Year. Abdul Carter now. Josh Hines Allen won the overall, but I think Abdul Carter's on a 4-year run now.
For NFC, I think
for
at
NFC,
least yes.
Yeah. Although look
yeah,
at
but
it's been
in total, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, it's also only been Carter and Hines Allen or Depoy. Kind of crazy the past 5 years. But yeah, I mean, I think Giants, I think, looking to next year, Giants have a bright future still with obviously Patrick Hunter being their new signal caller. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what he does in his second year. And him and Skillen, I think both, Giants Cardinals quarterbacks are going to be the next guys. And I'm very curious to see how they do and how both teams do, because I feel like both teams have the talent to be Super Bowl contenders again. It's just, can they get there again? We'll see.
Definitely.
Wow. Do you have any closing thoughts? Anything for this year?
I don't know. I feel like that we summed it up pretty well. I think it was a fun season. Yeah, no, I like the Super Bowl. I think it was our best Super Bowl we watched.
Absolutely.
Yeah, probably the least eventful for our teams. Of course,
Yes.
nice to see the awards from the Giants, but Cardinals missing the playoffs. There's some, how are they going to get back there? I think I definitely wasn't expecting them to have the season they did, but they get a higher pick, so maybe they can get a better player to help bolster their unit and go back to competing for championships. And the Giants, of course, always looking to break the ceiling, watching Jackson Dart on the Niners, winning a Super Bowl, hopefully fueled with fire. Maybe Randy Peek can kind of, of course, having a great individual career, turning this Giants team around and coaching a very good squad, but you gotta break through the ceiling. And he should use this as motivation to go out there and prove that, the Giants can win Super Bowls too, and that he wasn't holding Jackson Dart back.
Yeah, very, very well said. Very well said. I think it'll be very interesting to see next season in the year 4 of the 10-year sim if we get to see anything new and interesting here with our teams and the rest of the league as a whole. Should be very fun, very exciting. So if anyone's made it through 3.5 hours, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Take it easy.